Excuse me, everybody. Hi, good evening. This is Jason with Pest Hunter Outdoors. Good evening, everyone. Like I said, I'm hoping this is coming through. I got a lot of stuff running, a lot of windows going on my computer right now. Hold on, let me go turn that down. Hold on, let me go turn that down. Alrighty, now I won't have that echoing. My wife had her volume up. So let me get this here taken. That one there. Okay. Alrighty. Like I said, I hope everybody can hear me fine. Like I said, I'm running several windows at the moment right now, so it might be a little bit slow. I don't know. So how am I coming in for everybody? Like I said, we have a special guest in our midst here. It's called the Rebels Barn. So if you please get a chance to subscribe. I'm actually going to be playing a clip that I put together for them. So let me try and pull that up right now. Well, I got to wait for that download or else I'm going to be going slower. So that might have to wait. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I got everything's running a little on the slow side right now. So please bear with me. And then Colin's going to pop up and slow everything down. There it is. He's going to slow everything down for me.
Give me a second. There we go. How is everybody doing?
Pretty good. Like I said, I got the first video ready for the Rebels Barn. I'll be passing it off tomorrow so that they can get it uploaded. I am almost done with the second video. I just need to get it all proofed. I ran out of time. Hi, hunting stuff with hunting and stuff with J&J. How you doing today? Like I said, if you go up towards the beginning, there's the Rebels Barn. Go ahead and subscribe to them.
Give me a moment. I'll do that right now.
Yeah. Let's see if I can put that there. So that's going to be the Rebels Barn. They're going to be featuring cannons for right now. I don't know if they're going to do any other stuff yet. They don't have anything else lined up. So we'll find out a little bit later on. And I'll probably know before you guys will. Yeah, and once I get the second video proofed, I'll get that out. I said it's a little bit hard taking all that footage and trying to shrink it down within that 10-minute window. So we can get people coming in without it being too or
awkward,
being dragged out.
Hey, man and his dog, how you doing?
How you doing today?
Do you know what happened to the bowl?
It's over there underneath your bag. Yeah. So I got several things going on at the same time. So please bear with me. That's not done downloading yet.
I just finished supper, so please bear with me.
I know. So I.
Yeah, just.
What you guys have?
Steak.
We had spaghetti.
That's steak and bacon wrapped asparagus.
Please.
Garlic nuts.
You give me two. I don't think I can have enough milk for any more than that.
Take two.
Okay. Take two and call you in the morning.
Pull this up right now. I know I have it somewhere. Hey, Johnny Mac, how you doing?
Dog, did you say hi to him?
Yes, I did. I said I have not met a man and his dog yet. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, thank you for joining us. I'm going to try and pull that video up right now. Low disk space, that's not good. So that is not good, not good, not good. And I think this is the one I'm looking for here.
It's 1,056 records.
Ooh,
74 videos.
Okay.
Awesome.
I
Okay.
have now liked and
Films about
followed Man and His Dog.
working on a 1930s home, fishing and helping out others.
Oh, awesome.
Staying positive and looking at the future. And nice.
Yeah, that is a nice intro. Okay, let's see.
I'm already subscribed. I know him, obviously.
Oh, let's see. That's not what I want. That's not share what I want. Oh, that's because I'm on my YouTube side. I need to go to StreamYard. Present.
Arms.
I was going to subscribe and I found out I already am.
Ah. Okay. There
Oh,
you go.
it's Ed. It's Crazy Adventures.
Oh, crazy. Okay, Ed's Crazy Adventures. Okay.
He started a new channel. That's why.
Oh, okay.
I know his face.
I don't think I have his other channel. Unless you change the channel name.
Adventures. Scooter, shut up.
Be quiet, Scooter. Okay, guys. You might want to make your screen large if you can. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna play this video here, so that you can go to the Rebels Barn.
Okay.
Okay, they're at the top of the chat, so you can actually go and check them out. Let's see.
Is that a Canon?
Yes.
I know Canons.
Mm-hmm.
You have permission to share their video.
Mm-hmm. Hope you guys can hear that. Figured I'd swing this here of Merlin the Cannon.
That's cool.
And that is actually homemade. And yes, it is trailered in.
Does he shoot cannonballs or does he actually shoot like? Okay.
This thing is like
It
so
shoots
awesome.
cannonballs. I've seen people shoot bowling balls, so that's the reason I was
barrel
wondering.
here. Well, this is 4-inch. We already taken out one.
That's a little bit overkill for killing mice there, Jason.
Already taken out. That's not for hunting. One water tank. Yeah, that's for hunting hot water heaters.
Okay.
And yes, it did some damage. Or correctly, water heaters. And
it sounds like you.
We'll hold right in. It is.
Oh, that's you? That's your cannon?
No, not my cannon. And I believe the Rebels Barn's cannon. 40%.
You came over to visit with a cannon.
I'm trying to help them get their channel going. Then we'll come over here and we'll walk around Guinevere. Photography for right now. This is for a up and coming channel, hopefully. That everybody will be able to see, called the Rebels Barn. Yeah. So I figured I'd give him a head start on a promotion.
I found a cannon once.
There you go, Man and His Dog. Now you can go ahead. This one is a 2.5 inch or 3 inch. Now you can go up there to the top of the chat and 2 inch onto the Rebels Barn and go and subscribe. I'm actually going to post this video here on tonight. 4 inch. Sorry, folks. 4 inch on my channel. So everybody watching my channel. Yeah, and we were shooting at this one about 40% earlier.
About 35-40%.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And this one we're shooting at
about 65%.
65%. Alrighty.
This is going to be impressive. Last time we shot something still like that, not only did it go through it, but it went about 6 feet into the ground and we couldn't recover the ball. And we tried. I dug through that tunnel like Winnie the Pooh trying to get that ball.
Oh, yeah. This is Sean.
Howdy.
Yeah, he's going to be the guy running the show for the Rebels Barn. And that's going to be our gunner's mate over there, Dan.
He's behind the scenes getting it done.
I mean, here giving them a hand on videography. And helping them get set up for YouTube. Alrighty?
Time to prick the bag.
Yep, well, let me get all my other cameras up and running. And I'll save this one for my channel.
When was this shot?
About a month ago. Figured
I hadn't heard anything about it.
Around this here of Merlin. That's because I'm keeping it quiet. Remember, I said I was actually helping another channel, gonna try and get going.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I remember that.
Huh? This is that channel.
I never really shot cannons. I'm more of the more medieval style, but that's cool.
Well, it's very expensive. Lots of fun.
Where
Yeah,
do they get
it's-
the projectiles from?
He makes those.
I understand he makes his cannons. Do he makes his own
Yes.
cannonballs too?
Yes.
That's cool.
It is.
I actually have more video in my stock, so I can do a few more videos for him.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep him a little bit on the short side.
Okay, so give him time to release them.
Several videos for him.
I got enough for one more.
It's a- we
Yeah,
have a lot
so
of
let me go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and
Any?
remove that one for right now, and I'll probably play that one a little bit later on. Again, but yeah, like I said, it's going to be hopefully an awesome channel. Like I said, they're just now beginning. They're trying to learn the ins and outs of dealing with YouTube, the algorithm, learning how to make videos, and just trying to get everything done. Like I said, it doesn't come naturally. It's something you got to learn.
I got to jump in with both feet.
Yeah, I know. I did too. I jumped in both feet, and I'm learning along the way.
Yeah. I was going to ask about Red Barn. Do they do Renaissance fairs or anything like that?
No, not that I know of. I'm not sure exactly where he goes.
With those names on those kind of things, that would be actually something geared towards that kind of audience, live audience. I mean,
Yeah, but, yeah. Like I said, he could probably do like the signal rounds. Just put the powder in there and just pack the bread in there and just make a loud boom.
mm-hmm. Opening and closing gates.
Yeah, like I said, it's all smoke and mirrors. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, like I said, no. Usually at the Renaissance fairs, they have the small little signal cannons.
Like the one we found.
No, smaller.
Well, I'm still looking to try to save up that $100 for that signal cannon. That'd be so freaking cool.
Yeah. No, you be quiet. It was a cat.
All right.
So if anybody's interested, I know where there's a cannon for sale.
Yeah, like I said, I wonder if I can pull something else up on that real quick. Just to kind of get everybody's attention real quick.
He has things that go boom.
Hold on.
You got this guy's attention.
Yeah, here we go. Let me get it back over here to YouTube, make sure it's going to be on there. Okay, a little sneak peek here. I actually took this with my phone. This is just a little 2-inch ball. Oh nope, that was not the ball. That was the BBs, the buckshot.
It's probably shredded.
Actually, it didn't. It just pelted it. Remember, he's only using, I think, 40% powder, and there's no Sabot in it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's Merlin. There's that one there. That one there.
It's smooth bore, right?
It is a smooth bore. Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is the one right here.
2-inch cannon, everybody.
Little sneak peek of what's coming up. Oh yeah, like I said, it's see the splash behind it?
I saw those dusts.
Yeah,
It went so fast you didn't get a chance to even wobble.
yeah. No, it went straight through it. But yeah,
You killed the hill.
so yeah, so there's a couple little sneak peeks for everybody coming up.
Well, thank you for showing that. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, what it is, it's an old sand pit for
Mhm.
where they had the like the oil drillers would use that sand in that area, and that's
Okay.
actually been carved out. So it's about 30 feet deep into the earth. So there's a wall all the way around it.
Yeah, it's like it kind of reminds me of a sand pit that they use for cement plants here.
Yeah,
We have a lot of sand in Iowa, surprisingly enough.
yeah.
How many lights do you have? Let me show one.
I don't know how many lights I have.
Sure.
You have at least one. I know I did it.
Yeah.
I was number 2. Still one for me on my side. Please like, share, subscribe, folks.
I got 5.
Okay. I'm gonna show one.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. So yeah, I figured I kind of help put this channel out so they can at least get going.
Now, where are they out of?
Down the street.
Literally, he's your neighbor. Okay.
Yeah, they're like literally right down the street.
So how did you guys meet?
His wife works where I work.
Okay.
Okay, then they saw my YouTube channel and they go, "Oh well, I think we can do that too." And yes, they can. Anybody can do YouTube. It's just you gotta put time into it.
You do it.
It doesn't. It's a matter of just being something interesting, unique.
Yeah,
I mean,
it does. Hold on, I'll be right back.
oh my God, this is hard.
I guess.
It's crunchy.
He's chewing rocks again.
How's everybody doing in chat? Please say hi if you're here.
Back.
Hi.
Yeah, so yeah, like I said, that'd be a big help. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop that out little after I'm done here tonight. I'm gonna put my video out that I made for his channel. So if anybody wants to go ahead and go back to that, put in a couple of comments, and then share that one out. I'd be very grateful.
Are you doing both a full-length video as well as a short?
No, I'm just gonna do that one little minute and 40-second video.
Okay, because you can probably do a small snippet of
the rest is- Yeah, the rest is gonna go to their channel.
That's what I meant for their channel. I mean, do a little small snippet of the cannonball hitting the target type of situation.
Oh,
which
yeah.
That would be enough to bring people in.
Oh yeah, that's what I was working on most of the afternoon. I started around about 4:00, and I've been working until I started this, trying to do all kinds of little more editing. Then I gotta get it downloaded, and then I gotta remember where it's at, get it titled, and then I can get it transferred over to a memory card. I'm not ready for that yet because I gotta proof several of them. So it takes time. Editing takes time.
I've got some stuff I'm going to try to do once I get my knee fixed, Nick. Hopefully soon. I want to get out and about and do some winter hikes if I can get my knee back.
Mm-hmm.
Jason is
Yes.
an amazing guy, Rebels. I will let you know that. Or I'm not sure. Is this Sean or is the other guy?
Oh. No, this is Cliff. That's
No.
why he has a cover.
No, I was talking about Rebels.
The Rebels Barn? Yeah, that's going to be Sean.
Okay, Sean. Okay.
Amanda and his dog, that is Ed,
Ed.
right? Yeah, he's from the Misfit side.
Okay.
Howdy,
And
folks.
Cliff is Cliff.
Hi, Yes. Cliff, type something in the chat so you can have a couple more subscribers.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
have
see the
new- I have-
cannon?
I have new people on here.
Did you see the cannon, Cliff?
Or cannons.
No, I just got here.
Guinevere and Merlin.
Yeah, you got Merlin and Guinevere. Now, he does have some other stuff at home too that's actually quite interesting. So those will be coming out soon as well. I'm not going to talk about that right now.
Because you know me, I would automatically want to go watch something like that
Oh,
because that's
I know.
that's well under my purview right there. So I mean, I love
Yes.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Like I said, I might go ahead and no, because I'll be way too late tonight. I would have to cut my live short just to put more footage on that card. And like I said, I still got to proof everything. It's real hard because I had 4 cameras. One camera failed. The other one kind of failed. It took pictures, but it failed to transfer the videos to my computer. It put them in there, but they didn't come out because of the program from the
You've had
from my,
trouble with that before.
yeah.
What program were you using?
I don't know. My computer doesn't recognize it.
Okay.
It recognizes all the photos, but it's not recognizing the videos.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I don't know if I've lost all those videos or not.
Now,
But
there's
that's
still
the
probably
camera-
on your phone at the very
left-
least.
That was the camera I just left run. Eventually, I would go over there, turn it off, and turn it back on in between. But those got some little bit longer footages, just to catch a few seconds of footage.
What you didn't see in the video is Cliff running so fast he catches the cannonball and puts it back into the cannon before anybody blinks.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said,
That's the Sonic the Hedgehog.
oh, there he is. He typed something. So anybody that's got a blue badge, you can actually
Told me
click.
to type something, so that's what I put.
Like I said, Sean or Missy, you guys can actually click on to the Foxy Outdoors. You'll see the 3 little dots, and you can go to channel. You'll actually go to that channel, and then you can actually subscribe with anybody up here.
Fox does a lot of container gardening. He's one of the best container gardeners I ever met. Yes, I have met both these two in person, and it was awesome. With the exception of that one time for Cliff to walk the hill 4 times. Sorry, Cliff, I didn't mean to remind you of a bad experience.
Still has legs.
So yeah, so now you can just go to the Rebels Barn. Go to that. Speaking of the getting, I already did that. I believe I already subscribed.
I'm subscribed.
I'm following them as well. Both of them.
How many do they have now?
Give me a moment. Let me double check. They're up to 4.
Up to 4. All right, 4 in one night. All right, and there's the Sugar Rocket. Okay, he does have a short up there right now. Awesome. Thank
I'm going to do
you.
this real quick.
Well,
Give me a
I
moment.
figured they had to get a short on there, get something on there, so that
Well,
because I did a search for it, I could not find it. Yeah, so when you guys get a chance, you gotta go into the you gotta go in there and edit, and it says more about this channel. You can put a brief description in there, and then you can also get some photos, and right where you see that circle with the T, you can put a picture of one of the cannons or something.
Maybe you'll spend the day and show them how to do that.
Yeah, I know I need to get over there. It's just finding time.
So how have you been, Cliff?
I've been stuck inside most of the day because of the grungy weather I've had.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's only going to get worse. Supposed to have lots of rain tomorrow.
But do you need rain?
No, I don't. Not at this point. I needed rain in the summertime when I was trying to garden.
Yeah, no kidding.
Your house collects rainwater, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, but all our rain barrels are currently removed, and all the water goes to the garden on that side of the house and the tree over here.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you had a permanent cistern set up or something like that.
We got rain catchment. I can catch about 1,000
Awesome.
gallons of water.
That's not bad.
give or take. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, go ahead.
no,
Your
you're good.
channel. You go ahead.
Well. Anyways, like I said, spending a lot of time with the editing software, I just started poking around, and I've been finding a lot more stuff.
I'm not
Uh,
a fan of music on mine, to be honest.
I figured out how to get the music in because I downloaded it from YouTube itself. They're free songs.
Well, the problem I have is that it gets a little bit overpowering. You know.
Yeah.
And I don't like music that overpowers what's going on.
Oh no, I actually in my library I actually downloaded quite a bit of music from there, and actually a lot of it fit for the Rebels Barn.
That's cool.
Yes, I was like, oh yes, I did download it. Oh, I did download that. So yeah, it will be interesting. And then
I
once
think they
get a
need
lot-
to get a logo. They need a logo.
yeah, they're gonna work on it. So like I said, they're brand new. They've never dealt with YouTube before. This is probably their first time they've actually dealt with it or delegate with this channel. I know they actually watch YouTube, but actually doing stuff with YouTube program, it's kind of scary if you think about it. But once you do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, you learn this, you learn that, you actually pick it up quite rapidly.
Oh, don't forget about the chat side, like what we're using StreamYard.
Oh yeah,
Things like that. That helps promote your channel too.
yeah.
Uh,
Like I said, if they can download StreamYard, and then let them okay it with YouTube, because they actually have to talk, and it takes about up to 48 hours.
And
Or
you
else
can
you
also connect it more than just to YouTube. You can also connect it to Facebook and some other places as well, all at the same time.
And also on to like Rumble, Reddit, and
Instagram,
several
I
other.
think. Yeah. What is used to be Twitter and Instagram and all that crap.
Oh yeah. So yeah, so if you get a chance, get over there, give them a good subscribe. Big shout out. So, and they'll probably be bigger than us combined. I kind of hope so. It would be nice to have a nice couple of channels here that kind of help the community here.
And you guys also can collab a lot more.
Oh yeah, like I said, we're just right down the street. Like I said, I'll be collabing with him for a while, but behind the camera.
So you're going to be the camera guy.
Yes, pretty much. And then when I go out there to do his videos, what I'll do is I'll probably stay behind after they get cleaned up, and I can do a few of my videos out there, because over there I can stretch my legs a little bit further.
Right. Because you're helping them by helping yourself. You're helping yourself by helping them, I mean.
Yeah, so I can actually stretch out to about 100, 125 yards.
You're going to do
And I'll
your,
actually
well, you're going to still do your pneumatic rifle stuff, right?
Oh yeah. But there's like I said here.
Go ahead.
Yeah, for me to do go here in the summertime or the wintertime, it's such a narrow area that I can't get enough light in that area because it's so overgrown. I just don't have enough light. I need something that lets me be a little bit more open for light, for the sunlight to come in.
Torches, tiki torches.
Yeah, tiki
I
torches,
hope
no.
they don't produce no light for squat.
Tiki torches in the forest.
You don't. Yeah, you don't light tiki torches in the forest.
Glow sticks.
Yeah, no, not enough light.
No, the electric ones, not the the chemical ones.
Yeah. I am not running extension cords out. Almost?
No, the battery powered ones.
Oh, the
you seen those?
Why would anybody want to buy a battery-powered glow stick?
So you can
There's a market for it somewhere, Cliff, and I've seen them. I don't know why someone would do it, but they did it.
Lightsabers.
Yeah, it's called a work light.
Oh, can you imagine doing it with lightsabers? Like Molly said, just run lightsabers all the way down. You'd have it like. Brrr.
Yeah, speaking of which, I should actually see if my battery pack will run that thing.
What thing?
My floodlight.
Oh, now's as good as chance as any.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I got to see if it'll actually power my big fan.
Oh, you can see what power we can. It should.
Yeah, Ed's in Texas too.
Things are pretty decent workhorse for a 600-watt battery.
I'm still looking to get one of those myself.
Yeah, that fan shouldn't be any more than 150 watts.
16 according to the bottom of this. Get off desk.
Actually,
That's number one, folks.
Well,
He
trust me, you don't know if
it
it
turns
works.
on so bright he blinds himself.
About to find out.
Close your eyes, folks. Don't want to get blinded.
Yeah, on this round, on this, it fares enough. Yeah.
That is pretty bright.
It's like a 600-watt light. Yeah, that
And a
works.
600-watt battery or milliamp battery or whatever.
What are you barking at me for?
I actually forgot what the wattage, how bright this thing was. I threw the box away ages ago.
That's pretty bright. I can attest that.
Yeah, I can attest to it too because I had a plug wrapped around the front of the light. So just like that's the cord wrapped around the front of the light.
And it was still pretty bright.
Quiet,
Oh,
Scooter.
you know what? I didn't see how much amperage that pulled. Damn it! I gotta plug that in again.
I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to stay up there, Jason, because my knees are killing me.
Oh, okay.
Take something for it now.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Where's... Not any more milk left.
It pulls 15 watts.
15 watts
15 watts is all that thing pulls.
for the light.
Yeah.
I thought you were plugging in a fan.
No. Just
Oh.
15, no, I was plugging in. I was testing to see if it'll run my floodlight.
Oh,
So it pulls 15 watts, even though it's a 16-watt light, which is kind of funny. Actually, I'm gonna go grab something real quick.
I mean, you can run a lot of those lights. Yeah, for the it says I only have 3 watching. Where did everybody go?
I know it'll run my little fan. I tried that one time. That thing pulls about 130 watts, running the little one that I have sitting down here.
I'm sorry to say this, but I have to go. I have to put my feet up. My legs are freaking stabbing me like really bad.
Your legs
Thank
are
you for having me up, and I wish you guys well on that promoting their channels and stuff. I'll catch you guys later.
Catch
All right,
later.
bye.
Bye.
He ain't catching jack squat with them bad knees.
Nope.
Love you too, Colin. He ain't catching jack. You gonna catch it, your legs are gonna collapse on him. Ah, that
Oh,
thing's
no.
freaking cold.
Oh, let's see. There we go. We'll just play that one there. Yeah, that was a fun day that I had. What'd you get?
Nice little beverage. Nice spicy one. This one's actually a good one. This is a local brewery down here by my place. Well, not directly, but local to the state. And this is called Scotia. This is an 8.4 for a beer.
Yes.
And it's
You
a
know,
dark
it's-
beer.
Yeah, we talk about alcohol and we get more people show up. Thank you all.
Hey, well, I would assumed you were already chugging your beverage, so
Oh, I haven't had a chance. Like I said, I've been busy.
yeah, I would have been busy, but my weather over here is it's been windy all day, sporadic sunlight, and just grungy. Like the high today was like 45.
Ooh, that's cold. Speaking of that, I'm running at 72 in my greenhouse right now.
Yeah, mine's currently 60. It's been struggling. Yeah, I'll see what the thing's at here. It'll reset here in just a brief minute.
My elephant garlic has sprouted. They got green sprouts on them.
Yeah, because you got them in the greenhouse.
Yep.
If you put them outside, they won't sprout until
Hey, Ajax.
January. Hey, Ajax.
Hey, Sean or Missy, if you're still in the chat, go ahead, say hi to Ajax and Man and his dog, so everybody can click your channel and go to it. Yeah, he's basically do-it-yourself homemade stuff for cannons and rockets and stuff like that.
I have no idea what my weather thing did, but it did something weird. Oh, that's what. Clicked it twice. Come on.
Let me
Thank
see if
you.
I'll put that back up there. I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave that up there.
Yeah, supposedly my high was 52 today. Yeah, bullshit. Right. I got sub temperatures or freezing temperatures the rest of the week at nights.
Oh, you know what? I can drop a link for them.
You can't drop not a link for not them dropping
I can drop a link for them. Yes. Let's see. Trying to remember how to do this now.
You just go over to the YouTube page, copy paste, and drag it over to the StreamYard, and God, I think it's Cat's about to get vacuumed.
Where's it at? Where's it at? I know I copied it. There we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. So there's that link to their channel. I think it's the link to their channel. Let me double check. And why did it kick me out? Okay, it did take me over there. Yes, it did. Okay, now I'm back live on my phone, so I can at least read the chat over here too. And then I can hit that again a little bit later on. So I didn't see how many they got now. They have 5 subscribers now. Now, hopefully, hi Cecilia, how you doing?
Hey, Cecilia. And Scooter's got the toy.
No, Molly has the toy.
Molly,
see.
what?
Oh,
Why is
oh,
Molly chewing on the chew toy?
no, he's got it now.
I took it away from him.
Oh. Yeah, Ajax has got 25 coyotes this season. Awesome. Yeah, Colin's already taken off for the evening. Okay, let's see. Since we got a few more people in here, we're going to go ahead and play this one here again. Where did I do that? There it is. Yeah, I got so many windows going on right now. So this is up and coming. We're going to let this play. Swinging around this here of Merlin the Cannon. And they are loud. And yes, it is trailered in. And yes, it is a blast to shoot, folks. This thing is like so awesome. Get you guys looking down the barrel here. So we already taken out one. Oops, almost fell there. We're already taking out one water tank, a water heater. Oh, hi, Grace.
Grace.
And yes, it did some damage.
Evening, Grace. Good to see you.
And blew a hole right in it.
Apparently, they're making a Kung Fu Panda 4 video movie.
And I believe these loads were at 40%.
It means 40% load of powder. You could have gone
Ready?
more.
Then we'll come over here. We'll walk around Guinevere. This is for a up and coming channel, hopefully, that everybody will be able to see, called The Rebels Barn. So I figured I'd give them a head start on a promotion.
Now, so actual cannons, or were those homemade cannons?
This one is
These are
a
homemade.
2.5 inch or 3 inch.
They are fully functional.
2 inch.
Well, no, I see. I can tell that, but
There's a
are they
2-inch one,
homemade or are they
3
like?
ounces of powder. Okay. And this one's a 5 inch, right?
He made these from scratch.
4 inch.
That's okay. So
That's orange.
so they're homemade cannons. That's what I thought. I thought that looked like a 5-inch or
Yeah, we were
6
shooting
inch,
at this one, what, 40%
steel pipe.
grip?
About 35, 40%.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
4-inch and a 2-inch.
And this one we're shooting at
About 65%.
65%. Alrighty.
Sir. This is going to be impressive. Last time we shot something steel like that, not only did it go through it, but it went about 6 feet into the ground and we couldn't recover the ball.
Mhm.
And we tried.
Oh,
I
shit.
dug through that tunnel like Winnie the
Yeah.
Pooh trying to get that ball.
This is Sean.
Howdy.
Yeah, he's going to be the guy running the show for the Rebels Barn. And that's going to be our
Well, you get a magnet on a
gunner's
stick.
mate over there, Dan.
He's behind the scenes
Yeah.
getting it done.
I mean, you're giving them a hand on videography and helping them get set up for YouTube. Alrighty.
Yeah, the blast is so powerful,
Yeah,
it knocked
well,
those
let me
horses.
get all my other cameras up and running, and I'll save this one for my channel.
You said it did what?
Those little horses that were on that cannon for show, when he shot it the first time, they blew off of it. That's how much recoil is on that little cart.
Oh yeah, let's see what 65% load on 45 on the other one. Yeah, how far did they scoot back too? Like about 1.5 feet?
Actually, no, the Guinevere moved back about 8 feet.
Holy schmoly! You need to anchor those things.
Yeah, and then Merlin moved back because it's also got the foot on there to kind of help hold it in the ground. Well, it moved it back about 2 feet. You know, it's gonna be like a howitzer. He's gonna have legs to come out and plant into the ground.
Yeah, it's gonna have something to anchor that. Otherwise, that could potentially flatten somebody.
But you
That
still
thing
need
moved
to,
back 8 feet with a 45% load.
yeah, but you still want it to recoil so that the carriage doesn't take all the brunt. You know what I mean?
There's a way to solve that. You put it on a sled with springs.
Right. That's nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, garage door springs. Yeah. A lot more
You
weight
get
to
it
the
on a
trailer.
spring system so it sits on rails. So when you have the recoil, it just pulls back on the springs or pushes into the springs and then works that way. Probably work better with shock absorbers. Throw some shock absorbers on there
That's
for
what I was thinking of.
car or truck shock absorbers, one on each side where the pins go into the framework. Run them on a channel system and then just make sure you have your framework so the thing doesn't shift side to side when it fires.
Oh yeah.
And then just run them that way. And yeah, that should definitely keep it from recoiling back more than a foot or two. There you go, Jason. Rebels
Yeah.
Barn. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like I said, yeah, it's a hobby. You know, it's another expensive hobby. Most hobbies are expensive, depending on how far you're willing to go.
I'd say every hobby's expensive.
This is true. Like I said, it's depending on how far you want to take that hobby. I mean,
I don't
look
think
at
I've ever run across a cheap hobby. Actually,
walking.
no. That's exercise. Actually, I think the cheapest hobbies out there are model rockets and model cars.
No,
The
those things
plastic
get
one
astronomical. Sky's the limit with those.
depends
I've
on
seen
how
some-
fancy you want to start painting them and whether or not you want to powder coat the damn things. But even
I've
Hot
seen-
Wheels, Hot Wheels is a hobby, and that gets expensive at $4 or
Yeah,
$5 a car.
No, I've seen some of those model rockets go up several thousand feet.
Yeah, but that all depends on the size of the rocket itself.
Those
and
are big rockets, yeah.
But you're looking at probably a $40 to $80 rocket motor to get them up that high.
Probably more than that per burn.
But yeah, per burn. But I mean, if you want to do, well, that's assuming your rocket actually survives the first one, because they do make them so when the, I'm trying to think of the return, there's a little top and there's just a little bit of pop in the top of that motor that pops the top off, which usually has a little parachute, so you just kind of parachute your whole unit down. I actually had one that had propellers, and when it got to a certain height, or when it got up there, it would pop it, and it would just pop it up a little bit, and then the propellers would pop out, and the sucker would kind of like spin down, like helicopter down.
Yeah. So there's that link again to go to the Rebels Barn to go ahead and subscribe to them.
Oh yeah, definitely. Knitting is not a cheap hobby. You got to buy all the needles of every various size and length, because just because you buy a number 3 needle doesn't mean you need it in a 6-inch, a 12-inch, a 4-inch crochet hook. You need all of that stuff.
Oh yeah.
And yarn itself isn't cheap. You would think it's cheap. You can buy some of
No,
the
it's
cheap
not.
stuff, but when you start getting into
I
the
know.
wool blends, oh heck no, you're probably $15, $20 a ream. Molly's having a I thought Molly was having a coughing fit. Jason hit the mute button. I was like, uh-oh.
Nope. No, like I said, no, Molly does yarn too, and yeah, it's
Yeah, that ain't cheap.
it can get pricey.
My
some of
mom's
those
got
old
needles
books
that
are
are 40
soft.
plus years old. If you have the needles and all of that, you're fine. Because you're gonna once you buy them, you don't need to buy them again. But yeah,
No,
the
but
yarn
you
does
need
get
this set,
expensive.
you need that set, you need this set to do this.
Well, that's the fun thing about the easy part about sewing needles is they usually come in. Well, I mean, you're gonna get them in pairs, but you can sometimes find the sets. So you'll get like a 6-inch. You'll get like 6-inch, 8-inch, or 10-inch, and then they'll all be like number 3 or number 4, and then you can buy. You just have to find various sizes. So you'll have like 200 plus sewing needles, because you never know what pattern is going to require you to use a number 4 10-inch.
I have a 9mm and I know how to use it.
Yeah.
Yep. See, there you go, 20 and 50. Yeah, that gets expensive when you have to buy something that requires 10 rolls. $500 right there, just in yarn.
Stop. Hold on a minute.
Whack! Hey, knock it off! Oh, really, Scooter? Is that so?
Oh, he's going to a hike now. He's barking at something.
Probably a damn mouse.
Probably. I don't see any up there now.
Doesn't mean there ain't one on the floor running around.
Oh no, I got traps there. Yeah, I know it's closing in on the end of the year, and I've only gotten one a couple days ago.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm not getting them like I used to in the years before, which is a good thing for Molly. Oh, not catching as many mice as I was before.
Well, you've also got, you said you have wild cats out there, plus you got the dogs, and dogs are pretty much probably keeping them away.
No, I haven't seen any of the feral cats in quite some time.
Hey,
Usually I
there's
see them quite
Jason.
often.
I mean, there's Jason. Damn, I can't even read it. Blake. Because he said, hey, Jason and Fox. I was like, oh, hey, there's
You
Jason.
read that one first.
I read the comment before I read the name, and I just blurted it out. What's up, Blake?
What's going on, Blake?
Hey, Blake, just for you, just for you tonight, interesting one. I have a Bosque Brewing. This is a Scotia, and this is an 8.4 beer. I'll drink a pint of this on an empty stomach, and yeah, that'll put you pretty damn close to being buzzed as shit.
Yeah, if Blake wants to be number 6, go to the Rebels Barn and subscribe. If you scroll up just a few, you'll see that link. Yeah, there it is.
Either I started late or Jason started late.
I did. I started about 15 minutes late because I was trying to get stuff to clear out so I can actually do StreamYard. Like I said, my memory is getting low on my computer, so I'm gonna have to dump everything onto a card.
A heart. There you go. Get an external. Get like a 2 terabyte external. Just download everything onto that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah.
And
yeah, especially.
And after about 2 years, just delete it because you're not going to need it at that point.
No, like I said, I've already dumped a lot of stuff already that I've already posted from YouTube. I just dumped it. I got nowhere else to put it. But everything is coming up so recent that I'm gonna have to put it on the card.
Oh, I have some good news for y'all, which you will see tomorrow when I decide to post the video.
Mm-hmm. Woohoo!
But yeah, let's just say it. The 5 that I did harvest, 1 is a success, and I got about 60 seeds out of the damn thing.
Wow. The loofahs, yes.
And there's still seeds in the loofah that I can't get to because they're all the way in the top where it's the skinniest.
Oh.
I still probably got about 10 or 15 in there at least.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I'm only going to lose maybe 1/4 inch of that because I got to cut it off because it apparently where that top end busted off for me testing it.
Yeah.
Got a little fuzzy, so it kind of molded for some reason. I don't know what happened there. So I'm just going to cut off like a 1/2 inch of that. But I still have like 14 inches, like 13, 14 inches of loofah.
Wow.
So yeah, it's nice. I will say, I even said it in the video. I apologize. I did not peel the thing open or peel all the skin off for the video itself. I did it afterwards, and then I decided to film because I wanted to see if it would just come off. Took me like 2-3 minutes to peel all that stuff off. It just came off like butter.
Ooh. Yeah, well, it's a learning curve, so.
No, I had like a whole section of it where, like, I peeled off like 1/3 of it all in one shot. I just, because you break off sections, and like everything else that has like beans, it has that rib skin. So you grab sections and you start pulling, and it pulls off these big long rib stringers, which basically like when you're shelling peas, especially green peas.
Okay.
To make it easier to pop the casing open. Well, they're about a 1/2 inch apart, give or take. And yeah, you just pull them down and kind of, it doesn't cut through it 100%. It's like 96%. And then you just use your thumb or like a dull knife, butter knife. You just go down the edge of it and it cracks it open. And you can just peel that whole thing off. And hey, CR, how's it going? Good to see you.
Hi, CR.
Molly, I hope you are doing well over there.
I'm doing okay.
That's good.
Yep.
Actually, we're not talking about food. Surprisingly, we're talking about loofahs.
Yeah. You scrub your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll take
Although I
skin
did
off.
harvest some very, very nice bell peppers off my bell pepper plant, but I had to take the sucker out today and spray it off because that thing was completely covered with aphids.
Ooh.
I've got one ladybug in my greenhouse. I don't know. I had like 40 or 50 of them in there.
I remember
They're
that.
not there anymore. I'm so mad.
I'm gonna burn another.
When it's done 100% and I get everything cleared out of it, I will consider boiling it, but don't know if I really want to. I don't know if I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it. I've got another one that's getting close to the peeling stage, but I still have one of them in there that still weighs a good amount. Like it hasn't even turned brown.
You probably need to put them in front of a fan to help dry them out.
I got them right above a heater.
Meat with the refrigerator, right?
No,
No.
we're not really talking about peas. We're just peas was used as a reference. If anybody's ever broken peas, like green peas, fresh peas, snap peas,
Pull that
you
string
break
off.
one end, you get that that string down the one side, and then you got to break the other side off, and then you got to pull the string down the other side. Makes it easier to pop the casing open.
It's
Yeah,
nature's one-time zipper.
Yeah, which sucks when the zipper breaks about half a centimeter past where you snap off the edge.
Yeah. That's where the paring knife comes in handy.
Oh my god! I've learned to just squeeze them like you do like pistachio shells. You just squeeze the sides of them, and they just kind of pop open.
Yeah.
You just do them that way.
So you're probably expecting to get at least 300 seeds plus.
Oh, easy. I will do when I get everything I'll do a full count on this one when this one is done. I've got all the seeds pretty much all in one area, so I'm just gonna let them dry out, and then I will do a body count of seeds for that one, and I will post that. But yeah, I got a good amount of seeds.
Is this the small one or the big one or the medium?
This was one of my. It's like an in between one. My shorter one still has it. That's the next one that's going to be drying. That's almost drying. But this particular one, I think this one was the one that was about 13 or 14 inches, something like that. I think is what I measured it originally from stem to stern. But yeah, super happy that I actually got stuff from it. So if anybody is interested in loofah seeds, I'd be more than welcome to ship some out.
Yes, Ed has got he has to buy a bunch of seeds this year. Doesn't have any for this year.
Oof. Yeah, I save all my seeds, almost everything that I have now, aside from what I've purchased. The majority of what I grow is from seeds that I've grown in the past. Which, I'm dead honest, I'm thankful that half the stuff that I've grown has given me or provided me with an abundance of seeds.
And food.
Oh, yeah. Tons of food. You can get your garden set the right way, man. You can grow enough food to feed yourself and the neighbors.
Yeah, it looks like I might have some carrots going again from when they went to seed.
Oh, my God. I just pulled more carrots out of my garden today.
More carrots.
And I got them in the video too, but yeah, I had one carrot. That sucker was. Here, I'll do you guys just a quick little preview, even though this is Jason's channel. But yeah, I'll give you a little preview because I'll probably post a video tomorrow anyway. It's a good thing I wasn't trying to walk down the hallway.
Oh, I forgot the pack of seeds. Yeah. So Ed's here in Texas now?
Yes. Texas.
What part? Probably the drier part. Enough, Scooter.
Scooter, I can hear you all the way on the other side of my house.
Yeah, no kidding.
I was all the way in the damn kitchen and I heard him barking. So just a quick little preview. So this was one of the bell peppers I popped off. It's a little. It's not a big bell pepper. It's a small bell pepper, but
Oh, that's gonna be sweet though.
But that's a nice, and I got all of them came off that like bright red color.
Oh, shiny.
Yeah, that's a nice female one, huh?
Blood red. No, this is just a regular bell pepper.
Oh, I know.
But it just
Palestine. He's only a couple
the
hours
color
away.
is literally dependent on when you pick them off of the plant.
Yeah. That's
Starts
nice
off
protein.
green, kind of turns like starts off kind of like a light orange color, then turns green, and then they turn this color. But I bet you that sucker's packed with seeds.
Oh, yeah.
Here's one of the little carrots that I pulled out of there earlier today. Long little wispy stem on this side.
Oh, yeah.
But I bet you if that thing was had more warmth and more sunlight, that sucker would have been a good fat, like nice fat carrot.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's this one.
Make some carrot chips.
I mean, you can see the difference. That's like, I mean, that is a thick carrot.
Oh, yeah.
And what I really like is the fact that they're growing straight.
Well, yeah.
I've had some very, very funky shaped carrots before.
Yeah, and by the way, my peppers are kind of 3 blooms.
The hot peppers or bell peppers?
I only have the sweet peppers right now. That's all I got.
What bell peppers?
Yeah, but they're small and they're sweet. But I'm gonna let them go until they change colors.
Those might be the yellows, actually.
They're the yellows and the reds and the orange.
And then there's this one.
Oh, those are some green beans, man.
Not
Is that a
even
leaf?
green bean. This is a freaking green onion. I just
A green
chopped
onion?
it thing
Oh,
off
okay.
the planter today, and yeah, I mean that's a
It's so small.
big freaking onion. That thing is almost about 2 feet long, but it is pungent.
Ooh, take a bite.
Oh, dude, no, hell no. There's got some spots on there where it's a little dry, but that's because, again, it's not getting a lot of sunlight. But, yeah, I mean, that's a good couple of breakfasts right there. Throw that in with some potatoes, season some steaks, throw it in with your eggs, whatever. CR bell peppers are kind of hit and miss. The first year I tried bell peppers, I started them in 2019. I didn't actually get my first one until 2021.
Wow.
Almost. Because I'd never grown peppers, so I was just taking seeds from work because we go through bell peppers over there like crazy. I took a whole 3-ounce container full of seeds, which was probably well over 1,000 seeds, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gotcha. So he doesn't have seeds. So I'll go back to my state here. I was reading and there's no E in my thingy. Just FYI, you can just call me Fox. It's a lot easier. But yeah, I guess that would be an issue. If you don't pack your seeds, you ain't gonna have any. But yeah, bell peppers are they're really stubborn. Honestly, I found that bell peppers were harder to grow than just about any other pepper I've grown. But when I figured it out, I haven't had an issue since. Almost any time my climate makes it a little harder for full germination of seeds because you have to have them constantly moist and under a certain temperature so you don't cook your seeds. Where I live, it's basically where I live, and then Texas, it goes from weather's nice and tolerable to why the hell am I wearing a string bikini and walking around with ice shoes? It's too damn hot.
Oh yeah, like I said, it got overly hot this year.
Dude, we went from what was it, April, where it was in the 30s, low 40s, to like the next week, and all of a sudden it was like the 80s.
Oh yeah, like I said,
What?
when we got home in May, about 8-10 days later, it just went hot.
Oh, I already had that heat before we went on our vacation this year. Before I left, we already had 2 or 3 days of 85-degree heat.
Yeah.
before the end of freaking April.
Oh yeah. Like I said, we were all really nice until about end of May. Once it gets to the end of May, it was like being in Phoenix.
Oh yeah, it gets warm fast.
What was that?
Time to save it for next year.
Save up for next year's camping trip.
Can't. I'm already freaking broken behind on all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna do that Iowa for quite some time. That was just a long trip.
It's
Yeah,
expensive.
yeah, it was. It was not only was it expensive, it was actually the drive.
4 days worth of driving for 5
Yeah.
days.
Mm-hmm. It is one long drive.
Yeah, CR, you want to expand your green thumb, man? You know all the channels to follow. Myself, Mallory, you've got
Garden State Gardener.
Back to Basics, you've got Jesus Christ, there's Vasily's Garden, there's Self-Sufficient Me. I mean, you need help, man. There is an abundance of gardening channels out there.
Oh yeah. I didn't know there were so many greenhouse channels too.
Oh, dude, I did until I started actually following gardening channels, which has only honestly been in the last 3 years
Mhm.
that I've increased my visual watching of gardening channels. Yeah, before that, I ran across the occasional one here and there, but majority of the stuff before then, I was either outdoor channels, fishing channels, or bushcraft channels.
See, I saw your mousetrap video.
Oh, you saw the mousetrap video?
Well, you can watch it and learn and then try to apply those techniques from that on your property or your space where you're gardening. It helps to just kind of do it because you will have a learning curve. And
Oh, yeah.
man, I didn't really have a big learning curve. I did, but they say that the best gardeners out there have killed hundreds and hundreds of plants throughout the years.
Oh yeah.
Learning how to garden. I am on the ladder on that one. I'm weird. I have my whole hand is green for some reason. So what I've been told. I plant it, it grows, I harvest. I've had really good luck throughout the years. It really just comes down to having luck. I just have really good luck when it comes to plants.
Like I said, I'm really good at doing turf, but trying to get these vegetables to grow here, I did wonderful in Arizona. But when I came here, it's just like, oh, I got to relearn everything.
You can take some of the same techniques. The only difference is you're
Yeah.
going to have more humidity where you're at than versus Arizona.
Oh yeah.
And that's mainly what's going to kill it. That in Arizona, Arizona has winter, but that's only in the mountain range when you're coming over the Sierra Nevada area.
Oh, it got cold in the valley too. We would get frost 10 days plus a year. And that's enough to take out a garden real quick.
Hey, that's called a suntan there, CR. Suntan. Unlike you Canadians, which I don't think you guys tan, you just stay white all year round. You might be the one exception for the Canadian rule on that one, my my friend. But almost every Canadian that I've seen or met. Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, like I said, it's just totally different growing conditions. I was growing radishes almost as big as my fist. These are regular red radishes. I got the corn to grow, but I just didn't get it to produce any, large ears of corn. And they produced small ones. Did really well with the sunflowers. I just don't think I was giving the corn enough water. It was so nice having a nice cool yard compared to everybody else. Yeah, our yard was way cooler in temperature. Oh, I know. I gave a lot of that mulch and compost away too to several neighbors.
No. No.
Yeah, Cecilia. Yeah, like I said, you guys got a lot of rain this summer. Oh, and apparently CR grew 30 pounds heavier, which is, I've seen him in his videos. He didn't gain no 30 pounds. 30 pounds of food. Well, there was a large sound in the background. Yeah, hopefully it wasn't one of his parents falling over. Because it sounds like somebody was falling over and was hitting stuff on the way down. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully they just knocked something over. Oh, Cliff, or excuse me, Scooter, be quiet. Quiet. I know, like I was saying that. Oh, he wants to keep up the food chat. I didn't video it because it was too dark. Yeah, I just did the food prep. Had a good food prep. Only took me less than 5 minutes to prep for food. But then on the barbecue, it only takes what, 10 minutes? Okay, I gotta take my phone down. Let's see. I got 39% left on my phone. Go to my tablet here. And go there. There we go. And I'm fuzzy on my tablet. Why is my tablet so fuzzy? And no, I just pulled it up just now. I hope everything's okay, Cliff. Oh, Huga's co-streaming with Val, our Vase place right now. Reef Rubber put out a video earlier. Blair, that one there. We don't talk politics. That's the only one I actually watch. Squirrel Magnet Fishing was up earlier. Off the Hook was up earlier. And I need to take care of my ASRS. No, I need to. Oh, you saw that stream? Yeah, well, anyway, since he's busy, I'm going to go ahead and replay this one here. So those of you who came in, this is a channel I've been kind of helping out with. Figured I'd swing around this here of Merlin the Cannon. That's why you're late joining. And yes, it is favored in. How you doing? And yes, it is a blast to shoot, folks. It is awesome. Get you guys looking down the barrel here. CLO Adventures. How you doing? We already taken out one. Oops, almost fell there. We're already taking out one water tank, a water heater. All right, guys, I posted the link to this channel below. And yes, it did some damage. And we'll hold right in it. Hi, Deb. How you doing?
Hey, Deb. Good luck getting the cannonball out.
We're at 40%. No, it didn't. It took itself out. It went all the way through it. Alrighty. Then we'll come over here. We'll walk around Guinevere. I'm showing these for the folks who just came in. This is for a up and coming channel, hopefully, that everybody will be able to see, called The Rebels Barn. So I figured I'd give him a head start on a promotion. And
It's like you used a 6x8
is a
beams on that
2.5
thing.
inch or 3 inch?
Yeah.
2 inch.
2 inch?
I'm gonna be shooting this 2-inch ball with 3 ounces of powder.
Okay. And this one's a 5 inch, right?
4-inch.
4 inch.
Yeah, 4.
Sorry, folks, 4 inch.
This one here.
I couldn't
is
remember.
half scale to what that is.
Yeah, and we were shooting at this one, what, 40% earlier?
About 35-40%.
And this one we're shooting at
About 65%.
65%. Alrighty.
Sir. This is going to be impressive. Last time we shot
It
something
goes
still
boom.
like that, not
Big
only did
time.
it go through it, but it went about
Did he
6
get
feet in
the
ground.
cannonball back for that one, or did he have to buy a new one? Because
You're gonna have to watch the videos.
This is
sure he
Sean.
lost the cannonball.
Howdy.
Yeah, he's going to be the guy running the show for the Rebels Barn. And that's going to be our gunner's mate over there, Dan.
Yeah, I probably will.
Behind the scenes,
Yeah.
getting it done.
I mean, here giving him a hand on videography and helping them get set up for YouTube.
He could just
Alright.
actually keep that thing hitched to the back of the
Yep, well,
truck.
let me get all my other cameras up and running, and I'll save this one for my channel.
Would probably definitely save on the recoil, but at the same time, yeah, I think he could modify that slightly and run some sled on there with some leaf springs, or not a leaf spring, shock absorbers.
Well, the bad thing is we have to pick up that wagon and put it in the back of a truck.
In the back of a truck?
Mm-hmm. The small one, Guinevere, yeah. Let it ride. The other one's you got a tow.
What was the crash?
Yeah,
Oh.
Merlin or whatever.
What was the crash?
Yeah, my dad almost dropped a bunch of Christmas stuff, knocked over some pictures, but they landed on top of what he was taking off, so it wasn't too bad.
Oh, okay. No CLO. We actually go to a designated open area. He's in the middle of acquiring a larger permission to go shoot the cannons over a larger distance.
Just usually go to like rock quarries or whatnot. They usually, if you can talk with like the fire department or whatnot, and they'll actually get you tags to go over there, and they'll let you launch that shit over in there. Or those
You don't
areas.
have rock quarries here.
You don't have sand pits, nothing like that over
That's
there.
where we were. We were actually at a sand pit.
Yeah, see. Problem
No,
is when
this-
you're throwing that into sand, when you're throwing a 2-inch ball into sand that weighs probably 4 pounds, that's at 60%. You ain't getting that thing back.
No, you got to hit
He
something
did
solid
mention
first.
he did mention that the last time he shot it, that sucker went 6 feet in the ground and he couldn't get it out.
That's because he hit a soft target.
But still, he dropped that cannonball 6 feet in the ground.
Yeah, like I said, the mortars are even more fun.
I'd love to see him shoot that thing directly straight up in the air and see like how far off axis that thing will actually drop in the ground, which will
that's-
tell you Earth's rotation. But
No,
you
he's
have
got
to get
a.
it, like,
We were
dead
actually
straight.
firing off mortars. We fired off 2 of them, and you can hear them hit the ground. I mean, you can hear that thump. For some reason, I kind of like that sound. But yeah, it's still a lot of fun. A little on the pricey side when you got to pay for all that black powder.
Technically, you can make your own, but you got to know the proportions to add to it. The
Yes.
wrong proportion means the cannon just disintegrated everywhere.
Or it's a fizzle and you gotta get it out.
Yeah, well, that's easy. You just pull the load, and because I mean, it's not like he was ramming that thing all the way in there. It looked like he pushed that thing in there with ease, so he had like at least a little bit of a gap in there. All
Yeah.
he would have had to have done is just tip the barrel forward, and it all would have slid right out. Whack it with a hammer, and bam, it's all cleaned out. Technically, Apparently,
technically.
that's my new catchphrase. Technically.
Yeah. Technicality Saturdays.
Ah. Beer is good when it's cold, but the problem is when you start getting down to the bottom, because that's where you hold the
Yeah,
can.
it warms up. Oh,
It
yeah.
starts warming up, and it gets an entirely different taste and flavor. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. But you can
Yeah,
start tasting the dark. Because I mean, this is a dark ass beer.
oh, so it's actually bitter.
Maybe you have to shake it first.
That's what I do before you. I give it a little swirl, but yeah, no, watch here. I'll show you guys right here. Like, it is dark.
Oh, I guess it is. Is it bitter as well?
No,
Really?
it's honestly actually got a really good taste. Oh my god, dude! If we did that one night, did a drinking night on my channel, we would be hammered after about 10 minutes.
No, you guys would.
After the amount of technicalities I've said on the channel, technically.
Yeah, hold on a
Yeah,
moment.
they're now that all the fizz is out. Look at that. That's a pretty dark beer.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, my most of my experiences is the darker the beer, the more bitter it is.
I kind of like darker beers. The darkest I won't go is Guinness because that stuff tastes like wet cardboard.
Oh no, that stuff is so bitter.
Oh yeah, I cannot stand. I've done Irish Car Bomb, which is whatever alcohol they put in, like vodka or something. Not vodka, it's something else. And
It's like an Irish whiskey.
yeah, Irish whiskey,
Irish whiskey.
and then the Guinness. And if you don't drink that within the first 5 minutes, you're not finishing it because it actually congeals at the bottom and starts to make chunks. Had to let go of my shot glass, because I didn't want to spill the damn thing.
Yeah,
No.
so yeah, for anybody who's interested, yeah, go check out the Rebels Barn. Let me post that one again here real quick, so everybody can go check them out. There'll be more videos coming up shortly. They just got the one right now. So at least everybody can at least find their channel.
It's caramel and malt. This is what
Caramel and malt.
Yeah, it says this juggernaut is heavy on the alcohol, caramel, and malt sweetness. Of course, they're not going to throw the ingredients on there because it's beer, but I mean, basically, beer's all made the same way. It just depends on what flavor of hops you want to throw in there.
Yeah, it's only 4 ingredients.
Yeah, pretty much. Water, sugar, hops, and whatever, barley.
No yeast, hops,
Yeah.
water, and barley.
And then whatever additional, if you want to do like caramel flavoring or whatever, you
Yeah.
can throw a little bit of that in there. Oh yeah, no, dude, Deb, I can't. I've tried Guinness numerous times and I cannot drink that stuff. It is
I can't.
really
It's.
nasty.
I'm sorry, folks. I cannot drink it either. It is, for me, it's too bitter.
It's just gross. To me, it literally tastes like soggy cardboard. Like, I've had dark beers, and yeah, that one was out of all of them. I think that one was probably the worst I've ever tasted. Oh, so he makes his own black powder, which means he
Yes.
knows the mixed properties of black powder.
Yes, he does. That's probably something he's probably cannot share on YouTube because they'll probably flag him for that one. You can't show him the making.
Nope.
I mean you can tell the
it's-
ingredients, but you can't give the ratios.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not like you can't find the ratios for that. I mean, I'm guarantee there's stuff out there where they haven't randomly black flagged or put on a watch list the ratios of that. But yeah, I mean, I know the ingredient list to making gunpowder, but I haven't tried it because I'm not exactly going to go around buying just buckets of sulfur. which is one
Yeah.
of the ingredients.
No, the barn is cool. The barn is cool. And those are some of the videos I'm trying to put together now as well. Typos
It's not arthritis. It's called pirate
Yes.
finger.
It happens.
There are some beers that are good. You just gotta find which ones you prefer. See, that's the thing. This stuff was for a 6-pack was $10.99, but again, I'm also paying for an 8.4. There's other beers I want to try, but the problem is I'm not spending $10 on a beer that I may or may $10 on a 6-pack I may or may not like, and then just have that sit in my fridge.
I know. Like I said, sometimes you got to buy the whole 6-pack. I'm going, nope, I'm not paying for that whole 6-pack.
Yeah, it's like I'd
Try
like to
one
try
beer.
other beers just to see if there's anything else that sits on my palate that I actually enjoy. But I'm not going to pay $11 or $12. Some of these 8-packs or 6-packs are like $14.
Oh, I know. It's crazy. Well, like I said, was it to make my beer bread? 6 bottles is $12.
Yeah, $6 for just one loaf of bread.
No, it's 1 beer per bottle, so I can make 6 loaves.
Oh, okay, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of places down here you can usually get a single can, but the problem is when you get to stuff like this that are like these guys, we have a lot of breweries in this city. I know where about 9 of them are. And unfortunately, majority of their stuff they sell in 6-packs.
Yeah.
The only time you're going to get a single beer is at a gas station, and they are not going to have the specialty beers like this because that is considered a specialty beer.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff you're going to get in a single can: Budweiser, Coors, Bud Light, Miller,
You
MG.
can get those
You're
cheap
going to
now.
get Michelob, stuff like that. You're going to get your standard 40s, or technically it's, I don't know why they call it a 40 when there's no way in hell that's a 40-ounce beer. There's no way, because this is filled to the top. This is 36 ounces. There is no way you're going to get a beer that's slightly fatter than this and maybe twice the size or twice the height, and you're going to call it a 40-ounce beer. Ain't no way in hell. They call it a 40, but it
Well, they
ain't
call
40 ounces.
Well, they said they used to have the half-gallon ice creams. They were still saying half-gallon ice creams when they were less to try and keep the same price.
Yeah, technically, you might as well just better off buying a pint, because that's what most of them were. See that actually, those pork chops kind of sound good. At least the ingredients do. I'm just not a fan of pork chops. I don't know why.
A little bit of Worcestershire sauce in there, and you have carne asada.
It's Worcestershire or Worcestershire.
Yeah. Why do they have to make something that's so hard to pronounce?
What's your sister?
Mitsubishi.
Watch your sister sauce?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
Sauce. The memes on trying to pronounce Worcestershire sauce are hilarious. The duets on that from TikTok to Instagram are absolutely fantastic. One lady says Worcestershire sauce, and the dude goes, "There are 100 ways to mispronounce that name, and you missed every one of them." And that one had by far was the absolute best. Like, I was dying when she's all Worcestershire sauce. I was like, what? Was
It's
she
not
even
an easy thing to say.
speaking English? Like, it was just bad. Oh,
I think somebody was just drunk and they were just giving off gibberish, and somebody wrote it down and said, "That's what we'll call it."
no, she said that straight up on a live. Like, she was literally holding the bottle and she said, "You gotta add some Worcestershire sauce." And I was like,
Oh, ow.
Scooter bite you?
No,
Yeah.
just doing it on a live. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, she was. It was like I said, it was a TikTok thing that got duetted and migrated over to Instagram. But yeah, that was crazy. So again, I was gonna say, I don't know if you know this, Jason, but last week after your live on basically today of last week,
Yeah.
I went live for like 5 hours.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you told us about it last Saturday. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, you were there for a little bit of it before you actually finally passed out. But yeah, I ended up doing it was like 4 or 5 hours. And what's really weird is I had like 15 people in there.
Oh. Yeah, Molly got up for a little bit and she watched it for a little bit, went back to bed.
Yeah,
She was
I don't know how it happened, but I ended up with like 15 people.
wow, that's a lot for you.
Dude,
I don't even get that.
Considering the fact that it was an off live, because I had mentioned at the end of your live, I was like, because when you were about to go dark, you still had like 10 or 12 people in here.
Oh yeah.
So I was just like, well, you know what? I'll do an after party on my channel, and I went and did that, and yeah, I had like 15 people in it. I had like 3 people in there I haven't seen on my channel in months.
Yeah, like I said, the highest I've ever peaked is 15.
I think the highest I've ever gotten on my channel was 23 at one point, but that was still when our good friend North Shore was still amongst us mortals.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, right now I'm bouncing anywhere between 11 and 5. So yeah, anybody comes in, you're welcome to stay. If you don't like it, well then you missed it.
Apparently, from all of the quote unquote older ladies that are always on the channel, they had an absolute blast because I was also drunk as shit. But I wasn't 100% drunk. I was maybe 50 or 60%.
Well buzzed.
Coherent enough to make decent sentences and conversation, but I would have been worse. But the problem is I ran out of Red Bull.
Oh no.
And I wasn't about to just start taking shots.
No, that would be bad.
Oh, which, by the way, that night, I didn't go to bed till, was it Wednesday morning? I think I went to bed at like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. I could not sleep. Yeah, see, right there. Deb said it was fun. Grace said it was fun.
Cecilia said
it was so much pain to begin with. I have a high pain threshold. Which I got this and I got this one, and I just sat there. I actually almost fell asleep when my tattoo artist was doing this one.
Oh no, you can't fall asleep because you'll move.
Oh, dude, he had to stop and actually smack me. He goes, "Are you falling asleep?" I was like, "Yeah, sorry." He's like, "I've been doing this for years and I've never had anybody fall asleep on me." I was like, "I'm sorry, dude. I have a ridiculously high pain threshold." And honestly, the whole time he was doing it was like really calming, and I straight almost passed out.
Must have been the right frequency.
I don't know what it was. It just like I have even this one, that one like barely even hurt, and it was the same tattoo artist. I was just like, it didn't bother me at all. And that, that's 30 minutes of tattooing, at least 30, 40 minutes, and damn near fell asleep on one of them. Not even close. Yeah, I was live like mad. And I did it again on Saturday. I went live almost 5 hours on Saturday, and that sucked on Sunday morning.
I'm sure.
I was busy. I got like 4 hours of sleep. I still felt like shit in the morning, and it was freaking busy as hell at work because we had Sunday morning football, and we had 2 random events that were happening at work that I did not even know about or completely forgot about. So yeah, I was on my toes the whole morning.
Well, if you just kept moving, you have been doing okay, right?
Yeah, I was fine as long as I was. I mean, after about the first hour and a half, I was pretty much sober as a bird. Well, I wasn't even hungover when I got to work. I was just really tired. But once you start moving, you know how it is, Jason. When you're sleep in the morning, and once you start getting stuff going, and you get the momentum, and it doesn't matter. You just go.
Yeah, you just don't stop because you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let you go. Don't stop.
And it was busy the whole day. Like we did, I think it was almost 3,400 in sales that day for a
That's
piece
not
of
bad for a little joint.
Yeah. I don't
That's
mind
funny,
the
Dad.
flirting. That don't bother me. No, I've known the ladies long enough. It's
Yeah.
no skin off of my back, or as the other saying goes, duck off of water off a duck off of water's back.
Yep. Have another one, Cliff.
I'm actually tempted to. And the thing is, I'm not even drunk. I'm not even like I don't even have a buzz right now. I'm just tired.
Yeah, that's off the water's back.
Duck off of water's back.
That's
Yeah.
what you
An
said.
upside down duck. Because here's the thing: when you can't see a duck when they're going underwater, you have no idea what direction they're facing or what way they could be upside down for all you know.
Only an underwater
You
camera
pop
can
out
tell.
20 feet away. You're like, what the hell? Where'd he come from? Yeah, normally when like I said, normally when I drink these, I'm usually drinking a pint at a time. So I think a pint is 18 ounces.
A pint is 16.
So a pint is a pound. You know, the really funny thing is I actually have no idea where my glass is at. Oh, never mind. It's right here. That's technically a pint glass. Technically. And I got to clean that. That's actually dirty. I'm actually going to get another one. Oh, yeah, by the way, another thing. This was...
Yeah, a Cliff. A pint is 1/8 of a gallon.
Those are all the yellow ghosts that I harvest. And trust me, they're not hot because I ate one of these.
Gallons.
It was like eating a really funky tasting
No.
bell.
Yeah, it's 8 pints per gallon. 4 quarts per gallon.
So a quart is 2 pints.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then there's 2 cups per pint.
Huh.
I used to measure stuff all the time.
That makes doing liquid math so much easier. So much easier.
Okay, Cliff. Now, can you imagine putting 3 ounces of product per 1,000 acres, and you got 300 gallons? How many ounces do you put in a 300-gallon tank?
A shitload. Oh, sorry. The proper term is an astronomical fucking shitload. Yeah, but if there's 16 ounces in a pint, that's a pound of liquid. Because
No.
16 ounces is a pound.
No, the weight in
2 ounces.
no, it's 16 ounces is 1 pound of solids. See,
Yeah,
no,
but 16 ounces of liquid is still the same amount as 16 ounces of solid.
no, it's not.
Yeah, it's 16 ounces. It's a pound either way.
Liquid is by volume, not by weight.
Yeah, but still 16 ounces of liquid is 16 ounces of dry wet, whatever. Because it's the same weight. You don't argue, because that's like those people out there that are like, what weighs more, a ton of feathers or a ton of lead? And you get those idiots that say a ton of lead. No, you moron.
They're both the
It's
same
weight.
because they're solids.
Feathers take more volume.
Mhm.
But 16 ounces is 16 ounces, whether it's dry weight or wet weight.
Yeah, see, no, the fluid ounces are in different weights because if you think of water versus gasoline is lighter than water.
Well, yeah, when it comes to certain liquids.
Water's lighter than oil.
But 16 ounces of water still weighs the same amount as 16 ounces of oil. They just might have a different volume.
And tell me, why does a gallon of water weigh, 8.47 gallons or 8.47 pounds?
Because it's water. And yes, I'm having beer and cheese.
Oh, nice combination. I remember that.
Right? I got tons of slices of cheese. I'll just sit there and just munch on cheese.
Well, it's great on toasted bread.
Well, I don't have toasted bread now, do I?
It's called pizza.
Yeah, but that also requires sauce and pepperonis and some other things.
You don't have to put. You can just put toast on or cheese on toast.
But I don't have toast.
Mm.
And I honestly, I don't know if you guys ever catch me doing this, but I do this with even like all my drink containers. And I just do this to clean. I don't know why. I always clean the top of my cans no matter what. I do it with my Red Bull cans too.
She don't know who touched it.
No, yeah, rubbing on a shirt's like really going to get rid of the germs and bacteria on it.
No, it's not
Exactly.
giving that. It's more or less to get any sort of dust or debris that's on there off of it.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the bacteria because, I mean, these are technically canned in a sterile location anyway.
Technically.
It's just the transport you got to worry about.
Transport. These are actually covered. It's really weird. They've got the.
Oh,
they're
I
using
know.
Those weird 6-pack plastic like cappers that like snap onto the lip. They don't have the these ones aren't transported via the standard 6-pack plastic doohickeys that always get stuck around birds' necks and turtles and blah blah blah. And it's not like I haven't been eating cheese today.
Oh, this is true. I like it when you just get the regular cheese powdered ball.
Oh, I love those.
I know, so do I.
I rarely get those in the bottom of the cheese puff containers when I usually get the flavor ball when I'm doing the Tom's hot fries.
Are you buffering?
I always get those in there.
It's a possibility. I got a lot of stuff open right now.
Well, close some tabs and windows, boy.
Am I buffering?
No.
My wife is. That's why she's asking. And my tablet's not buffering.
Might just be Molly.
Excuse me. Yeah, well, I tried out that chainsaw on some very large logs. Doesn't like it.
Not enough power.
Not enough power.
This only got like a 6 or 8 inch cutting surface on or cutting blade on her.
16?
Oh, 16. Oh, the battery powered one?
No, my electric one you plug in.
Oh, yeah. You got to go slow with those.
Oh, yeah. No, like I said, it worked fine for anything 6 inches and smaller. Yeah, but when you hit that anywhere from 10 to 12, maybe a little bit more, yeah, it struggles. And it doesn't want to cut straight down either. It wants to bow. When you're cutting, it wants to turn. Mm-hmm.
That's why you got to start like at an angle and you just kind of cut. You got to kind of arc it when you're doing it. It's I hate doing it with chainsaws because that's not technically how they're designed to run. Yes, I said it again.
No. Now, like I said, sometimes I miss being spoiled with the top of the line gear.
Husqvarna.
No, still.
I'd go with either Still or Husqvarna to be honest, but
I like the Stills better than the Husqvarnas.
Still's a lot the ones that do a lot of the competition style ones.
Yeah, but what's really nice about them is the only problem with the Stills is you got to run them out of fuel. You just can't let them sit for months, even if they're out of fuel. You still got to run a cleaner through that carb.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna dry out your seals. Then the minute you put anything in there, it's just gonna pour out everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, I'm being bugged by a little football. Look at that. Give the dog a scratch.
I haven't had any buffering tonight on my end.
I haven't. I'm surprised I haven't here. As much stuff as I've got going on the laptop right now. Because I went live as I tried to download.
Deb, I'm not too concerned with how a can is stored. Aluminum cans are probably the most sanitary containers that they have everything in. Plastic just holds everything. That's why a majority of your beers are stored in or processed in aluminum cans. You can get the glass ones, but yeah, no, there's something about the chill factor of an aluminum can. That, and if you hit somebody in the head with an aluminum can the right way, it hurts just as much as a glass bottle.
Oh, yeah.
It's the whole when you're drunk as shit and you can't feel nothing and you get the stupid can and you smash it on your forehead. Yeah, you do the same thing to somebody that's pissed you off and you hit him in the forehead with a can. It's going to hurt just as bad as a glass bottle smacking you in the face.
Yeah, ask that guy that got hit with that twisted tea can.
I didn't hear about that one.
Oh, you didn't hear about that one?
Mm-mm.
Oh, this guy was drunk as a skunk and walks in there and starts yelling and screaming at a gentleman that's in line to buy a twisted tea. They don't know each other. This drunk guy just randomly picked him, and finally the guy just had enough, swung the can around, blew the can out everywhere, knocked him on the ground cold. There was memes for weeks with that.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to. See, now I'm gonna have to Instagram that to see if I can.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh yeah, you'll. Oh, when was that? Almost 2 years ago.
Yeah,
It's been a long time.
I'm gonna do that on my main channel.
Yeah, now everybody's gonna have to pick up look at the twisted tea memes.
I'm doing it. I'm gonna do Twisted Tea right now.
Oh, the funny thing is that you see the one with the looking like a cannon that says "Come and take it." Oh yeah. I mean, there was a lot of them. And they were just absolutely hilariously funny. I rank it up there with the Trunk Monkey.
Somehow I know that one, and I don't know how I know that one.
Subaru commercials of the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said I think I know that one, but I don't think I know that one. But it sounds like stupid familiar because I'm pretty sure I watched it and was laughing my butt off.
When I first saw those, I about fell over laughing. I was laughing so hard, my sides hurt.
Yep, there it goes. There's the
Twisted Tea
automated
memes.
one. Yeah, he's all drunk dude tried to kick his Twisted Tea because the dude dropped it and he just said boom right in the face.
It just flattened him out.
That dude just said blomp right to the ground, stumbled backwards, and then
Yeah, but the memes were funny.
Quick. That popped up pretty quick.
I mean, I don't know how many views they got, but oh man, they got a lot.
Depends on who posted it on what channel, but that looked like a ton of them.
I can't even remember where it even happened.
The gas station.
Well, I know it was at a gas station, but I don't know where in the U.S. it happened.
Doesn't matter where it happened. This is hilarious. It's some boson wanted to be stupid. It's the whole F around and find out scenario, man. You start acting like a dang monkey, you're going to get put in your dang place.
Oh yeah. It always starts with somebody being a Adam Henry.
I was going to say a Karen, but
I'm being nice.
Adam Henry.
Yeah.
Henry what hat? Oh, it took me a second. Adam Henry.
Finally caught it. You finally caught it.
It took me a second. I was like, an Adam Henry. I was like, wait a minute. A.H. Asshat. But yeah, it's the whole F around and find out scenario. Like you do something stupid. It's the whole get your ass off my porch before you get shot.
Yeah, like I said, it's just it's somebody who's just being disrespectful and it gets out of hand.
You would think by now people would learn to stop doing that stuff because the dumb things you do may or may not cause you to be take a hospital visit, or sorry, hospital trip.
Well, like I said, you can fix ugly, but you can't fix stupid.
Yeah, you can by eliminating it. The more stupid you eliminate, the less likely everybody else is to be stupid because they're like, oh, they keep eliminating all the dumb people. Let's try to be smarter about this.
The Darwin Award.
Yeah, aluminum can with plastic lining, or honestly, I don't even know about that. That whole stick aluminum cans in certain things to dissolve the outer casing, and you got that plastic lining. I honestly do. I think that's a lot of BS.
Well, they got beer in plastic bottles. They got wine in plastic bottles.
I got
Liquor in
wine in plastic bags, not bottles.
I know, even
Oh,
my
yeah.
box coin is in a plastic.
Yeah, the box wines are in a plastic bag, as Molly says.
Yeah, so it's a plastic bag. It's like how they do milk in Canada, which makes no damn sense. Why would you do a plastic bag and then a cardboard box? You're just wasting twice the amount of materials. Twice.
But it's
the waste.
cardboard. It's recycled.
Well, technically, so is the plastic bag. But why
I know,
would you do waste twice the amount of recyclable material for one container?
But it's not in gallons, is it? Isn't it now? Is it an imperial gallon or is it sold in liters?
I think it's liters over there for the
Yeah,
for that.
I know it's 4 liters for an imperial gallon. So I'm
but
so
like,
glad I don't have to do that math.
1.75 liters is I think it's 4 at 1.75 is like a gallon or something like that, or it was like a 1.35. I don't know. I'm not.
In liters, okay. It's sold in liters. Cecilia
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, which to me personally, I think and here's the thing with those bags, it's a sealed bag. There's no like there's no like tab you unscrew to have like a pour spout. You have to cut the corner off, and then you pour that into another container, and then you throw the bag away.
1 gallon bag is times 3 per bag. So you're only getting 3.8 liters then.
Something like that. CR, really? Fishing, he throws. You see what he put in there?
I know, I saw it.
Freaking fishing joke. This guy is killing me. Oh, that's funny. Well, it can be either a fishing joke or a joke upon the leaders of our countries. That all just depends on how you spin the bottle.
No kidding. Yeah, I'm just glad I don't have to do those conversions anymore from metric to standard to engineer. Oh, that took forever.
Yeah, half that stuff never makes any sense, especially when you do, like you said, metric to engineer. It's like, dude, your mathematical quantities make absolutely no sense. Like, why would you put the strut directly under the oil pan? Like, dude, piss off.
Yeah. But no, see, the engineer scale is on the tenths of a foot.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. They just had to make their own. And it's just like, why are they going halfway in between? Stop it. It's one or the other.
Okay, so Cecilia's saying you take the plastic bag into a plastic container that holds it and you cut the top.
Oh, yeah.
But see, that again, that to me, that doesn't make any sense. You're just making more waste for something that you had one container in the first place. So you have to but you have to take a container to put it in a container to use it. Like, it just, to me, that makes no sense. It's like all the stuff I've seen from like Japan and China, where you'll get like 2 pieces of corn, which will be wrapped, and then those 2 pieces of corn will be on a foam tray wrapped. It's 3 times the amount of waste because you couldn't have just taken the corn, stuck it on the tray, and wrapped the tray like we have like our standard meat down here. You get the blood absorber, you get the foam tray, and you get the saran wrap around it. That's it. But no, they have to over there. They have to go the extra 2 freaking steps and waste even more.
Well, don't they shuck the corn and then put it in the containers?
No, they'll literally get like,
I'm sorry, I find that kind of funny.
look at
The
this what
husk
they're
is the
doing, like,
container. Yes, I know.
just look. It blows my mind. And the thing is,
I never
fruit
even thought.
over there is 3 times more than it is over here.
Oh yeah. Well, they have to ship most of their food in.
If they would stop filling every container or like square footage of their floor plan with freaking anime stores, they'd have a place to grow their own damn food. I'm sorry, Japan. Like, I like Japanese culture. Like, I would actually like to visit there one day. As a tourist, I'm probably going to get swarmed by freaking groupies or whatever, even though whatever. But still, at the same time, square footage, people, if you'd stop putting an anime store every 30 feet, you'd have room to grow your own damn produce. And you wouldn't be charging us freaking $8 an apple.
Oh, they weren't getting their jugs back. Okay. Oh. Are you talking about the glass bottles there, Cecilia? Yeah, because
It just seems backwards thinking to me, putting a plastic bag in a plastic container after you cut the corner off. But you get the plastic bag in a cardboard box, so you get 3 milk bags in a cardboard box, and then you have to take each bag out to stick it in another container to store it. It just seems like excessive waste to me, personally. Like, everybody wants to talk about saving the environment and trying to get rid of microplastics, but yes, the jug may be reusable, but at the same time, you're wasting now 3 plastic bags and a cardboard box.
well, like I said, I see it as saving space. Yeah, Cecilia, because your quantities are a lot lower than ours.
The milk, did they have to refrigerate it?
Yeah, it has to stay refrigerated.
All 3 bags.
Yeah. So your options are either store the box with the bags in the refrigerator, or you take the bags out of the box and leave them in the refrigerator, which you may or may not risk puncturing accidentally when you throw something else in there. Yeah, I don't know. Again, to me personally, it just seems like backwards thinking. But, I mean, every country has their own reasons for why they do things. I've seen some areas they come in like a little box. You get 3 bags in a little box, like they do the boxed wine.
Okay.
Ooh, I do not know. Grace, that just made my stomach turn while trying to have a dark beer. Freeze your milk? Ugh. I don't even like freezing cheese. Like, at all, let alone a liquid dairy. No, I don't like. No, that just sounds wrong.
Yeah,
And I've been to Europe. I've been in Europe. I've seen how they do stuff over there, and it just still seems weird. They don't freeze milk in Europe.
No, I cannot. I can't drink milk after it's been frozen.
Yeah, because it's weird. Oh, I've never frozen milk, and I thankfully I never have to.
No, it changes the taste to it for some reason.
Does the same thing with cheese. When you freeze cheese, it
I
tastes
think it's
weird.
But then again, I'm not drinking 1% milk.
Ice cream.
Technically, CR, yes and no at the same time.
Higher cream content, and you're actually introducing air and sugar.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was the glass bottles back in like the 40s, 50s, and 60s.
And 70s.
where you would get what was it, half a pint, and you would get like 6 or 8 of them in a little crate. They would drop it off at your house. You'd pop the tab off, and they would have that one little plastic cap on it, or maybe it came with 2. They were kind of like snap-ons that would keep it technically sealed and fresh, so your milk wouldn't spoil in the fridge. But yeah, I remember those.
Those glass bottles, they were hard to break.
Them suckers were thick,
No kidding.
like mad thick.
Well, they were designed to hold it, the cooler temperatures while it sat on the front porch to wait to get inside.
For hours on end.
Yes.
So you're looking at like a 1 quart or 1 liter or like 1 pint of glass, but that glass bottle weighed like 2 pounds.
Oh yeah, that was a heavy duty glass.
Milk tastes better in a coffee cup.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't like warm milk either.
Well, I rarely drink milk anyways, and usually when I drink milk, it's supposed to be the whole milk, but it's actually not.
If it doesn't have a red cap, I won't drink it.
No.
That 2% or half and half, I won't touch it. I'll do half and half if I'm doing like coffee. But
Yeah.
dead honest, I'd actually prefer 100% milk in my coffee.
Yeah. Everybody would ask me, what's the difference between whole milk and 1% milk? I go 1%.
2%.
The fact that that's
1%
99%
difference.
water.
Yeah.
The difference is the fact that it's 99% water to 1% milk. That's why it's 1%.
No, it's the fat content that's been removed.
Still, yeah, but still majority of that is water.
It is.
Which is why I don't like, but I don't do the 2%. That stuff tastes like absolute butt.
Yeah. And then the whole milk is a 3%. I'm going, that's not whole milk.
No, I get the vitamin D, the stuff in the red cap that tastes like milk.
It's 2%.
No, here we actually have, you got your 2% milk, which is watered down garbage, and then you have whole milk.
I know we buy
And
2%.
there's whole.
Whole milk is 3%.
Yes.
When you get the whole milk from the cow, it is the whole milk.
Along with all the hormones and other
Yes.
things that are in the cow, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have to go through the sterilization and processing aspect of that because
The pasteurization raising up to 108 degrees for
you
10
can't
minutes.
technically survive off of drinking the stuff straight from a cow's teat, but at the same time,
We did when we were
pathogens
babies.
and bacteria in there.
Hey, we did when we were babies.
I wasn't sucking on a cow's tit when I was a baby. Well, I mean, technically.
Gotcha.
I got it, but I'm just like technically. But I'm not out there on Farmer Bob's, property crawling around looking for cow titties to suck on as a kid. There's an organic milk. There is no, unless you straight sucking that from the cow's teat. There ain't no organic out of that.
Oh yeah, organic is just a way for is a sales pitch.
Yeah, it's a marketing ploy to make more
Oh,
money.
it is.
Which is why I hate places like Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, things like that, because all of their stuff says organic. I'm sorry, dude, but there is no such thing. Half that shit is modified anything and freaking pesticides. There ain't no organic about it.
Yeah. Well, just think. If it wasn't organic, what else is there? Inorganic. We can't digest that.
Yeah, well, you don't exactly see us theoretically eating plastics and aluminum and glass.
And rocks and
We do
Steel.
ingest a lot of minerals, but that's a majority of that's from tap water. They want to
But
say
we're-
your tap water is pure, but I guarantee you that at least 40 to 60% of debris makes it through there, and you're still getting your high iron content, your salt
Mhm.
minerals, whatever,
especially here. Oh,
particles of copper. That's why I prefer drinking out of a garden hose versus actually drinking out of the tap water. Comes from the same place, but majority of the time your tap water is going to have a filter on it or some sort of screening process, which is that, again, is that stupid little aerator at the top, but that doesn't really, that only stops the big particles from making through. I still prefer to drink home water.
It keeps the grains of sand out.
It really does. You'd be surprised how much particles actually make it.
Oh yeah, you got to unscrew that little cap, then you got to flush it all out and re-put it back in there.
Oh yeah.
Mhm. Hey, enough.
Scooter, you want a beer too? Scooter. Scooter. Hey,
Well,
Scooter.
wait a minute. Technically, I do drink tap water, but I filter it through a charcoal layer of coffee every morning.
Yeah, I guess you could say that would be a filter. But not really.
Yeah.
Well, the paper itself is a filter.
So is the charcoal beans.
That's what they call it.
I've actually, you know what? They don't really actually ever tell you what the micron filtration is on a coffee filter.
No, they don't have to.
I would actually like to know what the micron filtration is on a coffee filter, to be dead honest. Because that would be some very interesting tech knowledge to see how fine of water filtration that'll actually drop down to see whether or not you're getting rid of all your protozoas, your damn it, I can't even say it now. Cryptosporidiums. Jesus. I kept trying to think about currency for some reason. Yeah, I'd like to see what because you get your standard water filter, and majority of those will be anywhere between 0.005 to 0.001.
Microns, yeah.
Yeah, micron. So I'd like to see what the micron value of filtration is on a coffee filter.
Yeah.
It could be, dead honest, it could be 0.100.
It's just to keep the coffee grounds from going through. That's all it does.
Yeah,
Just like a dust mask.
but it would still be interesting to see what the micron filtration processes or properties are on it.
Yeah, that always made people stop and think. And everybody's wearing a mask. I'm going, okay, do you know how big that virus really is compared to?
I know, and you're stopping that with a paper mask.
On top of that, okay, which is actually smaller than a molecule of a fart smell. But the fart smell still makes it through the mask.
Taste
Are
and
you really
smell.
stopping anything?
It really isn't.
Dust.
You'll notice, which is the reason why between when majority of us were born and 2000 when this BS happened, there weren't a lot of mass epidemics because the rest of the world wasn't worried about that shit. We just said, whatever it happens, we just carried on with our day. But no, all of a sudden, everybody's got to wear a mask.
So, somebody picked it up. Thank you, Blake.
Darn Skippy.
Our first 2 years.
Unless you one of them unlucky individuals, and well, I don't know if you want to qualify it as unlucky or lucky, but yeah, you may or may not go through the first 4 years because you a mama's boy or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And he's talking around about going around sucking on a cow's teat.
Well, I'm telling you, like you crawling around going to freaking Farmer John's field pasture out there trying to find a freaking heifer with a swollen belly and munching on that.
That's a good way to get yourself into a lot of trouble.
It's a good way to get stomped to death or possibly eaten by whatever else is out there.
Yeah, too bad Mandy's not here. We can pick on her about the cows.
I'm actually shocked she's not here.
I know. I just now realized that.
Because it's, 10:30 for you guys almost?
No, 9:30 here.
9:30.
And always remember, without farmers, we'd all be naked, starving, and sober.
It took me a second to was like, what are you talking about sober? But then I was like, oh wait, the grain factor, growing wheat and corn. And dude, it took me a half a second. It was like, what the hell is he talking about sober? I can understand the hungry and naked, but when you said sober, it stumped me for a second. I was like, wait a minute. And I was like, oh wait, cornfields and wheat fields.
Yeah.
Without all of that, or even
Hops, barley.
field.
Yeah.
Actually, there's even one more on that one. Potatoes.
Yeah.
Because you can make alcohol out of potato starch.
Oh yeah. Especially when you mix it with a little bit of citrus, a little bit of yeast. All you need is a good thick crock in the refrigerator. Off you go.
Funny thing is, I actually know how to make alcohol. I just never done it because, first off, I don't have barley, but I can make the standard basis of it, which once you boil it down to get your steam to drip off, you do that a couple of times processing, and you can make actual jet fuel.
Oh, and by the way, Blake, yeah, and rice for the beer,
That is true. Rice as well.
which is actually the sweeter beer.
Rice wine.
Sucky.
I'm still honestly on the fence whether or not sake tastes better cold or warm.
It's an acquired taste both ways.
It is, and that's the exact reason why I'm on the fence on it, because I've had it both ways. I have a bottle down here that I bought years ago. It's empty now because I got rid of that stuff because I had that thing for like 8 or 10 years. Actually, I've had that bottle for almost 20 years, to be dead honest. I've had that bottle for forever. But after about 8 or 10 years, I dumped the contents because it smelled funny.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, it probably fermented in its own container. And I was like, nah. So I kept the bottle
unfermented.
because it was cool.
It turned to vinegar.
But I got rid of the contents. But I have tried it both hot or both warm and cold. Because you can take it's a cold sake shot, or you have your sake bomb, which is warm. That's literally all it is the difference between hot, warm, and cold.
Yeah. It also depends on what you're having for supper or whatever too.
Yep.
What's vodka made of? Potatoes, right?
Vodka's made primarily of potatoes.
Yeah, corn. It's starch based.
Well, almost all alcohols is going to be a starch base. It just depends on the origin of it.
I was going to say more grain based, but I mean, I guess a grain could be a starch.
Mm-hmm.
We have
Yes,
some
it is.
very, very odd yet informative conversations on these channels.
Yeah, like I said, it's very easy to make a simple citrus vodka. You cut up your potatoes. You get your cleanest water that you can get. You get a nice big clay crock. You put your water in there. You put your potatoes in there. You put your slices of citrus in there that you prefer, and then a little bit of yeast, and let it go to town.
Let it boil for a long time. Well, you could boil it, but I think the boiling process would actually kill the yeast, because you're not supposed to technically heat yeast above, I think it's like 105 or 110.
Well, like I said, you can't boil the potatoes either because they turn to mush.
Yeah.
So you get your water extremely hot. You put the potatoes and the citrus in there, and let it cool down to about 104. 100 degrees. You put your yeast in there, cover it up, and about 7 days later, woohoo!
I've actually seen homemade people doing homemade beer, and you take a cooler, fill it with water, You throw a buttload
I
of
see.
sugar in there and a buttload of yeast, and you just mix it, and you just leave it sitting. And these morons, what I've seen them do is they'll strap it or run bungee cords across the top of it. And I've seen those things blow the lids off because of the pressure that stuff will make.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Blake, back in the 20s, they called that the bathtub vodka.
So I remember that stuff. That's gross.
Hey, everybody would do anything to get a buzz. Back in that day during Prohibition,
Yeah, this stuff is gross. Ugh.
even at the cost of your life because it went bad.
That's why a lot of moonshiners made a ton of money back in the day. But then
Oh,
again,
yeah.
half the people that drank moonshine went blind
Yes.
because they're over there using copper and lead pots to make all this stuff on, leaching all
Oh,
those chemicals in there. That's why that's why all the older houses that they had a lot of copper piping because it was cheap and readily available. That's why a lot of people went blind.
And you got to remember, the bathtubs weren't like the ones we have today. Back then, they were cast iron.
Yep, the what is they're clawing something bathtubs, but yeah, them freaking bathtubs weighed like 200 pounds.
No, keep going. We're like close to about 600 pounds.
That I guess that is one of the reasons why they told you if there's ever a storm, go sit your ass in the bathtub because the sucker ain't gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
And those things
Especially-
were never mounted to the floor. The only mounting that they had on there was the plumbing from the end of the tub to the freaking wall. And that was the plumbing mount. That was it. It's not like those things were anchored to the floor with bolts. Didn't need
Nope.
to. Like
Just
this
gravity.
Tub weighed 600 pounds.
I know my mother-in-law had one. Oh, man, that thing was awful to keep moving for her.
I'd love to own one personally as long as I could keep it in a stationary area, but at the same time, like cleaning the back side of that is gonna suck.
Well, usually those were not up against the wall. They were usually about 1.5 feet, 2 feet away from the wall.
So like almost like in the middle of the room.
Mhm. The back of it was where you put your head would be towards the wall. The little narrow part, the high end.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, that's juniper berries. Yeah, the gin. The bathtub gin.
Grace, that's nasty. I mean, not Grace, sorry, Deb. That sounded gross.
What?
No, what the juniper berries and bathtub crud. Ugh. Although I mean, those bathtubs back in the days, those suckers were massive.
Well, yeah, they kind of held the temperature kind of well.
Yeah, it's
What room they were in.
Once you fill the sucker with hot water, the thing's gonna soak up the heat, and then you
It
just
holds the heat.
oh yeah, it's cast iron holds heat for steel. It holds heat for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why they make skillets out of it, just like Molly said. Distribute the heat.
Oh yeah, and it holds heat for a long. I mean, I've pulled mine off the stove, and that sucker's still hot 30 minutes later.
Okay.
That's why when you go to like Denny's and stuff like that, they have those the skillets. They're like the oblong, like oval shaped skillets, and they do like the stir fries and stuff on there, or like the fajita skillet or whatever.
Oh yeah.
That's the reason why they do it on them skillets. Is they heat them skillets up, and then they throw your food on it, and that stuff stays warm for like the whole entire time you're sitting there eating that meal. Don't have to worry about your food getting cold or your potatoes getting all funky and tasting weird because they're all freaking cold.
Holds the butter very well.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Oh man, now I want fried potatoes.
Home fried potatoes?
I do it at work. I have this a mandolin I guess it's a vertical style mandolin slicer. It's not your like standard mandolin slicer. It's got the It's got the two little inserts that have the blades on there, like a ceramic steak knife. And what I do is at work when I was doing it before, when there was actually enough people to cook for, is usually me, my boss, and like 2 other people. I would take the potatoes. I would take one of the slicer trays out because otherwise you get them, it slices them too thin. So you take one of the slicer trays out and it cubes them roughly about 1/4 of an inch. And I would do that, slice them. I would get my long slices and then I would turn it. I would slice them that way. And then I would turn it again to get my cubes. And oh man, I'm telling you, man, those were some of the best fried potatoes I've made. And I'm doing this stuff in an oven, in a pizza oven.
Yeah.
And I get some extremely tasty and crispy, like flavored potatoes. But it takes so long to cook the stupid things. And I'm not going from like boiled potato. I'm doing a raw potato, just sliced, oil, seasoning, and I just run it through the oven like 2-3 times. Takes about 30 minutes to make breakfast, but man, I'm telling you, I think I make better breakfast than the burrito place next door.
Oh,
And they do breakfast burritos, but I personally think I make better burritos.
but you make your own 5-speed?
You what?
Make your own 5-speed burrito?
You might have to elaborate on that one.
5 ingredients.
So when I do my burritos, I've actually learned how to cook eggs in that oven. So anybody that's worked in a pizza place or has at least seen a pizza oven knows I've learned how to cook eggs in those things pretty darn good. Cooks them to the point where they're not runny, but still has enough yolk in the middle, so it's not super dry. So I have potatoes, eggs, green chili, red onions. For some reason, the red onions give it a better flavor than the yellow onions.
Oh, yeah, it's sweeter.
And then I throw bacon, sausage, and I do have to go, and usually when I do it, I do have to buy cheese and tortillas myself. So that's out of pocket expense. But as long as I'm feeding my boss, he doesn't really care what ingredients I use.
Yeah.
So I could waste $10 worth of ingredients as long as I give my boss a burrito or two or make enough food for him to make a burrito. So yeah, mine are like 5 or 6 ingredients.
It's
So
like
I
a
have
Denver
eggs,
omelet burrito.
potato, sausage, bacon.
Potato.
Yeah, so we got potatoes, bacon, sausage, eggs, green chili, and red onion. So 6 ingredients.
Yeah.
And I'm dead honest, I make some fantastic burritos. Just throw a little bit. So, and the thing I use is, one of the ingredients I use is a Creole seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
And I will dump a ton of that in there. Throw some Creole seasoning and a bunch of pepper. Technically, it would be 8 ingredients, but I don't really consider the seasonings an ingredient because, I mean, your Creole seasoning has like 6 or 8
Would you
ingredients.
dump on that?
I just poked myself with 2 thumbtacks. So, yeah, basically this stuff here.
Yeah, Tony's, yeah.
So, yeah, I've got the Creole seasoning, which is actually really good. And of course, all this crap is in Spanish, so I have no idea what the hell it says. Oh, here we go. Salt, red pepper, black pepper, chili powder, chili or pepper spices. Again, salt, garlic powder, dehydrated garlic, silicone dioxide, and that's blah. We all know what that's for.
Preserving.
What did it say? Manufactured? Oh, it manufactured an equipment that uses milk and soy. Blah blah blah. Allergen stuff, but yeah. I still feel like I make some of the better burrito than my counterpart at the same building next door.
Oh, I'm starting to wind down.
I've actually still got a couple of swigs left in this, but I'm actually feeling pretty good tonight.
You gonna do the after party again?
No, because unfortunately, if I do the after party, I will not have enough hours left on my free to do my live on Saturday.
Forgot about that.
I am down to, I think, 3 or 4 hours max is what I have left on my free timestamp, which I do Saturday, and then
Sorry,
by
stretch.
the time I reset, it should be okay next
Oh,
month.
him.
Because my reset time is on the 20th.
Tourette's.
Lippy has Tourette's.
I don't know.
I do not have Tourette's.
Your
I'd
muscles.
like to own some turrets, keep people off my property and the damn cats out of my yard, but don't think the neighbors would be too happy with the automated turrets sitting at my property.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I guess CR's going to have to go make an omelet now.
Right. Somehow we ended up we were talking about sitting here making beer, and now we're talking about making breakfast burritos.
Yeah. Well, you started it with the potatoes.
Well, it's because we're
Making in the oven.
It was a tie-in between what we were talking about, making potato starch and beer. So
It's
it
the
was
segue into a
it went
different.
from beer to breakfast burritos.
Yeah. Well, what's better than that? You got beer and food.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Not to say a breakfast burrito and a good, nice beer is the way to go in the start your day off, or
Oh,
hell,
yeah.
even for dinner.
So see, saying no after party.
That didn't stop us last week.
Oh,
Cecilia wants to complain about that now, but she was here the entire time last week when I did the after.
well,
party.
that's kind of cool then. If she was there for the entire thing.
Well, she was like here on your live, and then came onto mine, and
Oh,
was like
yeah.
here almost the whole night. Trying to get to bed not so late. Again, that's not what you said last week. But yeah, no, unfortunately, I don't have the time limit left on my. I got to see what my limit is at, but I think I'm about 3 or 4 hours max is what I have left on my free. So I'll be
Yeah.
able to do Saturdays live, and then I'm hoping by next week it'll reset.
Yeah.
Because we're the 13th today. It's Wednesday, so I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So another 3 days, the 16th, which will reset on Monday or Tuesday, probably Tuesday, which means I should be back at my 20 hours by Friday or by Saturday.
Like, how many people we have in live?
Honestly, I have not looked. I haven't been on the YouTube side. We are,
No, I think YouTube's lying to us because it says 1.
yeah, that's what I'm looking at too. But I know there's about 4 or 5 of us in here.
Oh, I know.
Yourself, myself, Molly. We have CR, Grace, Cecilia. Deb is in here.
Mhm.
Pretty sure Blake is lurking or has most likely passed out at this point. I don't know. Depends. I got about a swig and a half on here. Yep, there's Blake. I just took my one, sucker. At the same time, if I take another one, that'll pretty much be the end of the beer. And I'm pretty sure Jason's going to be calling it here shortly.
Yeah, I'll be calling you here shortly. Like I said, I'm winding down.
One.
Really,
Yeah, well-
Molly?
Yeah, 1 is
I
the
was
loneliest
reading
number.
Blake's, so don't even go there.
What was that?
I was reading Blake's comment.
She was reading Blake's comment.
Well, she read it out loud, and I heard it. So, unfortunately, that's probably going to be the last of this beer. No, I got about a half a swig left. Ooh. And again, I'm telling you, this beer is not too bad when it's cold, but once you start getting down to the bottom, it is an entirely different flavor.
Oh, I'm sure.
Let's drink faster.
Yeah, there you go. Molly says you must drink faster.
Drink faster.
Yeah.
I probably could, but then I'd be like last week, hammered as shit.
Half and half. Deb is still here.
Yep, see? Told you there's about 5 or 6 of us in here.
Yeah, like I said, this thing just fluctuates like crazy.
See, because normally I have, you guys have seen me, I normally do my standard Jaeger bombs, which is 4 ounces versus 1 12-ounce can of Jaeger,
Mhm.
which is 35% ABV versus an 8.4 at 12 ounces. But at the same time, I think this stuff hits you faster just due to the fact of the carbonation.
Yeah, and also thank you everybody who subscribed to the Rebels Barn.
Kind of
Yeah.
seems like my people, but I don't know. I'll have to watch
Saying
it.
thank you. I'm just saying thank you.
Yeah.
I said I basically just caught the action. We'll probably get all into depth of the Rebels Barn here in the future.
Nice. Ooh.
But yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll save the water for a bit. I'm not that bad.
Not that bad.
Not that bad, but unfortunately, I do have to go drain the main vein.
Wait for a few minutes.
I'll be back in just a brief moment.
Give me back in just brief. Go ahead, go, run, hurry.
What did you hear, Cecilia? Me having to say I gotta drain the main vein?
All right, Deb. Have a good night.
Bye, Dad.
Molly says bye. Have a good night. Let's see. Like I said, thank you much, folks, for at least getting him up to 5 at least tonight. I still got to post that video tonight. Well, I might not get many videos tonight. I might do it tomorrow. About 5 o'clock, about 6 o'clock, I'll probably post it. I'll set it as a quick premiere. So people have it. Yeah, I'll do it as a premiere. Oh, she's talking about when he cracked his knuckles, I think. Oh, that cool air feels good. That cool air feels good on my arm. I've been wearing this long sleeve all day.
I've returned very shortly.
Woohoo! Ugh. There you go.
Knuckle cracking. All it really is, according to science, is air in between your joints. Which to me doesn't make no sense, because if you had air in between your joints would dry out, and that would be the physical cause of arthritis, or at least in my opinion. But hey, I'm not a scientist, whatever. Half those guys don't know shit anyways. I feel like majority of the stuff they say is theoretical science, and they just blowing stuff out the wazoo to try to make more money.
It's fringe science.
Just like everybody who used to say that, oh, beer is bad for you, and then all of a sudden within the last 5 years, beer is good for you because it's technically vegan.
Beer saved the world.
Yeah, beer saved the world. Vegan, no.
Beer is vegan.
You gotta boil it.
Beer is still vegan because there is no meat in it.
I thought vegans couldn't eat anything cooked.
No, vegans can't eat anything that had a face.
Animal based.
No animal base.
Basically animals. They also won't eat honey, which is stupid considering an animal. I don't consider bees animals. It's a bug.
It's an insect, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
But they won't
Nice,
eat
Cecilia.
honey. Well,
Well,
take care,
nice to
Cecilia.
know.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, vegans will not eat honey. I've worked with a couple of vegans before. In order to understand them, I had to ask, the questions like, why do you not choose to eat meat? Like, what is the reasoning behind it? I literally told him, I was like, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to understand the concept behind it.
Yeah.
Can you eat stuff like, do you eat honey? And he said no. And I was like, why? I'm like, I'm genuinely curious why you won't eat it. Because he said it had a face. According to him, vegans will not eat anything that has a face.
That's the reasoning.
And
Yeah.
Leave on it. Eat it.
It is a byproduct of what they consider an animal.
I still haven't figured out the concept of it.
They won't do they'll do almond milk, but they won't do standard dairy.
I'm still trying to figure out how they came up with this idea.
Stupidity. I'm gonna be dead honest. It's stupidity, because we never had this problem until like what, the last 10, maybe 15 years, and everybody started to be coming up with these weird random illnesses and ailments that they're suddenly allergic to all of a sudden, like gluten. I'm sorry, for the last 200 or 300 years we've been eating that stuff, and we've never had an issue until like the 2000s.
Try over 10,000 years.
Either
We've been
way,
breaking bread for over 10,000 years.
you don't see records of people being old, that like in the Mesopotamic period, like 400 cavemen died because they were gluten intolerant.
I'm sorry. I still believe in the caveman diet.
Meat and vegetables. Well, personally not vegetables, but you know full well at some point they had to eat vegetables. They had to clean out their diet. They had to clean out the
Oh yeah,
inside.
yeah, we're omnivores. Yeah. Well, maybe
We are
because
omnivores.
maybe they didn't get enough protein.
Who knows?
I do know that the people who do choose to do certain vegetarian and vegans usually get so sick after 10 years they can't recover.
Well, here's the difference between vegans and a vegetarian. A vegetarian chooses not to eat meat.
Yes.
They can eat
I
meat,
see our,
and periodically, every once in a while, they will.
Yeah.
But a vegan will absolutely 100% refuse to eat meat or any sort of animal byproduct.
yeah,
All right, take
like I
care,
said,
Peter. Have a good one.
yeah, like I said, when I first started seeing some of these reports of people who were malnutrition, and they found out that they were vegan and certain vegetarians.
Yep.
Going, there's a warning sign right there
Yep. Dead. Yeah, I agree.
because they weren't having any of the omega-3 acids.
They
Hunting and
weren't
stuff
getting
like
any
that.
of their fatty acids. How's it going hunting and stuff? Good to see you.
We need those to break down certain.
Yeah, you're not getting any of your protein chain.
Yeah,
Bye, Grace.
All right. Good night,
Like
Grace.
Grace.
Take care.
yep. It's 10 o'clock. Everybody's bailing.
Well, that's funny too, because like I said last week, I had Grace, Deb, Cecilia.
Oh, yeah.
They were all on here until like I literally finished my live.
4:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
Hell,
for-
to be dead honest, even Blake was on here for like a long time. He must have been bored. Like I had
Yeah.
Blake on here for a long time. Even Saturday, I went for like 5 hours on Saturday. I didn't end my live until like 11:30 or 11 o'clock.
Yeah, but sorry, I have to have vegetables with almost everything I eat.
I don't
But
eat
yeah.
a lot of vegetables.
Oh, I do.
Oh, I went to the store and especially bought me vegetables.
Oh, I know.
But here's the funny thing: you saw earlier when I gave the little demo of like the pre-show of what I had for vegetables, the couple of carrots and the bell peppers. I don't eat
Yeah.
a lot of bell peppers mainly because I don't like the texture.
Mm.
But here's the funny thing. So I'm in my 40s. We'll say early 40s. Most of you already know how old I am, like physically, but it has taken me this long to force myself to eat certain things that I would never touch as a child or a young adult. Never liked onions until I started working in a restaurant. Specifically when I started working at the restaurant I work at.
Mhm.
Just for the hell of it, I would start eating red onions, like raw red onions. And now, because of that, I can eat yellow onions and red onions, no problem. Doesn't matter if they're sauteed, fried, raw, whatever. I can eat them. I'd be straight up dead honest. I'm one of those weirdos now at this point. I could just take a straight bite out of an onion and be fine with it.
Yeah. Clear out the nostrils.
Oh yeah. Oh, it definitely. You want a
Oh, yeah.
sinus clean out?
That'll do
Bite
it.
an onion.
Or garlic.
I wouldn't say garlic mainly because that is a lot of layers of dried skin that you're eating.
No. I'm talking about just eating the clove itself.
Or eating a whole clove. Oh yeah, you want straight eat a raw clove of garlic. Oh yeah, it'll clean out everything
Oh yeah.
from basically here down to the bottom.
Mhm.
Yeah, Grace says she's looking forward to the next time. We'll see about that, Grace, because we did discuss that whether or not I wanted to do this every week, or I'm thinking maybe every other week, just because who knows. It's not
Yeah.
like I'm trying to step on toes at this time, but at the point, but you just never know. You get those active lives where you've got a ton of people, and this is like all of a sudden, hey, everybody's still wide awake. Let's do something afterwards. The hell with it.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, was it? I got what? We got 2 weeks left. 3 weeks left. Three Wednesdays left of this year.
I don't even think we have that. We've only got 2.
3 Wednesdays left. We're at week 49, not 52. We got 50, 51, and 52.
Yeah, but that would be the 13th. We're looking at 7 days would be the 21st and the 29th.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think you're right on that one. Where in the heck? There we go.
Well, that's why I do my chats in weeks. That's 52 episodes a year.
No, we actually only have 2 more.
Really?
Yeah, we have the 20th and the 27th are the last 2 Wednesdays of the 27th is going to be the last Wednesday of the month, and then that becomes the third one is January 3rd.
Really?
Yeah, I'm looking at the Jason. I'm looking at the. That's why I
Am
popped.
I a week off?
Huh?
I must be a week off.
Yeah, I think you are.
Apparently so.
You're off by because this is what you said. This one is week 49, so yeah, you're off by a week.
Yeah, 50, 51, yeah.
Supposed to be week 50.
I guess it is supposed to be week 50. I'll skip one next week.
You might have to go back and check your lives for the week and make sure all your numbers are corresponding with what they're supposed to be. You
I'm
might
not
be off by a week.
I'm not going to do that. I'll just do next week is 51.
I'm all for drinking some beer Saturday. I mean, I've got my Bosque brews over here, which are actually, like I said, Blake, those are 8.4s, and then I'll probably go tomorrow. I mean, I don't even have enough in here. That's not even a shot worth of right there. That's maybe a shot at best. I got to go buy another bottle of that.
Finish it.
You want me to finish it? I'll fucking finish this bastard right now.
Or you can also use it as a starter for next week or next Saturday.
Hell no, dude. I'm telling you, there's watch. Again, 2 ounce
He's got
cup.
a bottle anyways.
And this is going to be mixed with beer, by the way. Oh, yeah, look at that. That wasn't even... That is a standard shot right there.
Put the bottle, dude.
I'm surprised you didn't drink it out of the bottle.
That's it.
I didn't know how much was in there. I wanted to see if I was... But, yep, there's
Close.
your standard metric or voluminous liquid ounce shot, 1.5 ounces. So this will be the last thing I do tonight, folks, and then I'm pretty sure Jason will be ending this in probably the next 4 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Done. Now I have two empty ass bottles over here, and I'm completely out of this stuff. So I have to go buy a bottle.
No, I won't drink whiskey every night.
I'm not a whiskey fan personally, but I do have a ton of whiskey up there in my cabinet or my.
I still got a bunch down there.
Jason's usually a 7 and 7 kind of guy, or he's got the
I got Pushmills. I got brandy.
Surprised you don't have any E&J.
I do.
Randy.
Oh, you've got the spiced E&J. I've got the normal bottle of E&J.
Yes, I get the spice. Yeah. Usually I drink the blue label, but this is the only red label I'll actually buy.
For the holidays.
Yeah, still full. I keep it
Yeah,
over
sure,
here
yeah.
next to the wall on the concrete floor. Keeps it nice and chilled for me.
See, that's why I like having it on the floor down here because I have the outside wall, which is 14 inches thick, but it still sucks. Yep, that's the stuff. 77, whee!
Well, hunting and stuff said Seagram 7. And there it is.
I actually have a bottle of that up here somewhere.
Remember I had that bottle for, what is it? Oh, geez.
God, that thing
5,
was
6 months?
forever.
Was it like, what, 6 months before I even opened it?
Is it open yet?
Oh, yeah, I already drank it.
That thing was the running gag for like the whole after like vacation for like
I know.
5 months.
Came all the way from Iowa.
We had that thing, went over there, came all the way back. We never even touched that bottle
No, we didn't.
because, like, for some reason, all of us, we went to the Walmart that was like 10 minutes down the road, bought stuff, was drinking all of that, and we never even had any of the stuff that we physically said we would be drinking.
Oh, I know. Oh, here, try this. Okay. Oh, here, try this. Never
And
got to
then
that
one
bottle.
night, we most of us got completely smashed off of homemade alcohol.
Yeah.
Some of us a little more smashed than others.
Mm-hmm.
We won't say names because we do not want to offend anybody. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Hey,
still a fun.
Where is corn fed?
Huh?
Where is corn fed?
Right. Not here. Yeah, see, that's Seagrams and 7-Up at 7 and
Yeah.
7.
Oh, it's real good with the either with the Manchurian cherry, in there with the what is it what's that other stuff? The red stuff, the red juice,
Cranberry?
like the artificial pomegranate juice.
Cranberry.
No, grenadine.
Oh, grenadine. Gotcha.
You know, there's a raspberry grenadine out there now.
Ooh,
Oh man, it's blue.
interesting.
I don't know why, but it's blue. But it's awesome.
I
It is
work next to a food distribution warehouse.
Yes,
I'm gonna have to check over there.
go check it out. Yeah, but it's raspberry.
So hunting and stuff does 7 and 7 with just a mix of water.
Nope, I just do 7-Up and Seagram 7. Oh, the water I put in there is
We're
going to
going
be an ice cube.
See, Grace didn't even make it out the door. So I thought she left.
I thought so too. All of a sudden, it came back to drinking alcohol. Oh, I'm here.
Right? Grace doesn't drink that much, like, or if that often.
Well, she probably knows a lot of good recipes.
She probably does. Same with
I was
Deb
young
and
ones
Cecilia.
too.
I'm almost sure Deb and Cecilia do as well.
Oh yeah. Here, drink
Hell,
this
I'd
iced
love-
tea. It'll make you feel better.
Really, Grace? How hard were you actually trying? Dead honest. Be honest with us. We've known you for a while, or at least I have. How hard were you actually trying to leave?
Mm,
I want to say like the width of an ant antenna.
well, she didn't want to miss anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Miss.
You know how sometimes some of these lives just go, whoop, left turn in Albuquerque.
God, left turn, that's just you're going straight line and all of a sudden 45 degrees the other direction. Like, oh, this branch is going straight up, and then all of a sudden, we
Yeah.
you
All right.
never know where these things are going.
Oh, no. You never know.
See, she never even got out of her chair, so she really wasn't trying that hard.
Oh.
Because, Grace, if you were really trying, you would have turned the computer off when you said you were leaving.
I know. It's time to go. It's already 10:05.
Yeah, I got 10:02 over here. Your computer's off.
It's after 10 now, no matter however you look at it.
For some reason, I thought he said mix whiskey with a rainwater. Oh, I guess my clock's actually off by 3 minutes because my phone says 90 or 9:05.
Oh, that's right. Hunting and stuff. Yes. The carbonated water. I forgot about that one.
Grace was easing into it. Uh-huh.
Oh, she was easing into it. All right, folks. Well, have a good night. Be safe out there. Enjoy the outdoors. And watch out for that killer pizza out there.
And stay warm and stay safe.
Yes.
This is going to be Jason.